Hey, what kind of smoothie is that, man?
It's funny you should ask. I made a reel about it, and I slapped.
Here you go.
I slapped your beat on there too.
Oh shit! Hold up. On
IG on mine.
Nappoo?
Yeah.
I gotta go see it.
Yeah, let's watch that. Anyway, when you're looking that up, this is made out of real basic things, you know. No, I got I got banana, blueberries, and orange juice and ice.
Orange juice and ice. Banana, blueberries, orange juice, and ice.
Uh-huh. Like shaved ice. And then I put in my
shit. Look, as soon as I open it up, boom.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit, you know we gotta hear the music. Oh shit, yeah, that motherfucker drop. That motherfucker drop. Look, the builder shit. Look, hey. Like when the droppy drops, right?
I didn't even mean to do that. I was like, whatever. Hey, I'm gonna just put this shit on there because I like the song.
Hey man, man.
So when I do stuff like that, do you get paid for every time somebody watches that video?
I don't know, man. But they said that what they say is there's a minimum. I need to look that bitch up. Like, what's the minimum required amount of time frame that somebody listening to your track counts as a stream? Is it 15 to 30 seconds?
Is that it?
Yeah. It's only something like that.
Man, we might as well be making 15 to 30-second songs.
We could.
Like, oh, shoot. Oh, all right, is this over?
Like, nigga, I released 3,000 songs this year. For real? Yeah, nigga. 15 seconds. 15 seconds, 3,000 songs this year.
Yeah, 100 beats in a day.
Yeah, 100 beats in a day. You know how many cook-up sessions those are? Cook-up sessions level at 235. Like, damn. Yeah, nigga, what you just on 11? Yeah, but figured out a new technique, man. Told you we figured this shit out along the way.
Isn't that gonna suck? What if that happens? Like, cause you know it's like 2 minutes right now, right? Like two or so, and then later on, people's attention spans are gonna get even shorter.
I know.
And it'll be like a minute long. I'm like, oh, and then it's gonna be like a freaking like 30 seconds. Just be like a commercial.
For real. Like, you hear my new song? just a little commercial jingle. Yeah.
Hey, you remember that movie? What's it called? Freaking Demolition Man. No, is it Demolition Man? Yeah.
When they with the seashells and he cussing and shit.
Yeah. So we find you one credit.
Yeah, demerits and shit or whatever the fuck.
But yeah, they listen to freaking show tunes and jingles and shit like as their regular music. And I was like, oh, this is stupid. What if that happened?
Oh, that's what they was doing in there?
Yeah, like if you go back to it,
I gotta watch that again, homie.
And I had it on tape, and a few summers I didn't have any cable, so I would rewatch that, Matrix, Dumb and Dumber, Desperado.
Oh and, yeah, you was referencing Bucho last night.
Yeah, he's a Bucho. I didn't know it was you. I didn't know it was you, Cecil. Talking about his brother. Oh man, that's a good movie.
Yeah, at least 30 seconds counts as a stream on Spotify. 30 seconds.
Man, I wish we can automate it to where we can just like loop it at 30 seconds.
What you mean?
Like with a program on a playlist and it just switches to the next track after 30 seconds.
I see.
Let's just say 31 seconds.
I know what you mean.
I'm not a programmer or
Yeah. I know, if there's like a script you can add to the damn playlist to get the skip song after what's it called?
Well, there would have to be like another app, or like it would be its own like app, and then
and then that itself does the switch and shit.
Yeah, it's like what is it? An automated button pusher or something. You know, that's not probably hard, huh? Like, get the computer to just click that for you on that specific program. Sure.
Especially because what's the app on Mac called? Is it called Automator?
There is one. I don't know
I
anything
think it's
about
called Automator. Yeah. So you've heard of IFTT, right?
it. Nope.
Your moment. um, IFTT, fucking if this then that, which is basically like setting actions to happen. So you're saying if this happens, then this needs to happen, right? So you're saying, hey, if this, then that. If you're playing something on Spotify and it reaches 31 seconds in duration, then press skip song, right?
Yeah. But you would have to know the language to write that, right?
Yeah.
And
So like you have to know, like on Automator, you have to be able to say, hey, Macintosh computer, I have Spotify application on this computer. And if I'm listening to a song and the song reaches 31 seconds in duration, hit this button right here and then learn whatever that button is and like have the Mac know to move the cursor over to skip that fucking button in the app. But yeah, anything's possible. Shit.
to the glory of God.
That's a glory. That's a glory. You could have evolved that in. Yeah. But
I'm not
yeah.
saying that. Yeah, I mean, you know.
No, for real. But for real though, like it's an app on the computer. You can program the computer to open up apps and shit. So if you
Yeah.
can program it to open up apps and shit, why couldn't you tell it to open up an app and press a button in an app? Just opening up the app and it knows that the app is doing a duration of whatever it's doing. And why can't you say, hey, at this duration of what you're doing, then press this button in the app? I'm
Right.
just saying, it's all logical.
Shoot, I'm gonna have to do that. And then whoever's listening, somebody's calling me from Baldwin, Florida. Man, you put your number somewhere and everybody calling you.
Mike Jones.
I didn't do anything. Like, come on. Oh yeah, so what were we talking about last time? Oh yeah. Um I need a computer. So I've been saying that
Yeah.
on like every
You
single
said that on the chop section on this latest one, man. Like you was like, oh yeah, it's gonna take a little time right here. It's like, you know, we were talking about it outstanding. I was like, yeah, for real.
Yeah, I've been talking about it every chop section almost.
Yeah.
At least once, a little one reference. You know what I mean? Like, so I need a new computer. Like, I don't know if anybody heard before, but I have a 2014 Mac Mini. I did upgrade to an SSD drive to help it go a little faster, but the computing power is just not there anymore for what I'm doing, for what we're trying to do here. So, uh, I have been trying to research. I am in no shape or form like tech savvy with the computers, but now I am a little bit because I've been watching some videos on how to build a computer, and I've been going back and forth about getting a Mac that which I'm used to, but that shit runs about 2G, something like that for something I'm gonna need. Unless I get another Mac Mini and then suffer again in another 3-4 years or some shit like that. So,
but I don't feel you're gonna be suffering. That's just my side caveat to that.
that's the goal, man. That's the level, talking about solo leveling. Gotta get to level 50.
And max out, no cap.
No cap. Oh, that's a dope t-shirt. Max out, no cap. Because it's like 2 minis.
Yeah.
Because the young slang.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, no, the double entendre.
Yeah, double entendre. So yeah, that's where I'm at with the computer thing. But Mr. Boris here explained to me that I can Hackintosh the shit. And I had heard it before. I just never, I never messed with it because I just didn't. I just didn't. I just went, I'll just get Mac, because that's what I'm used to. But Hackintoshing it for 2Gs can get me a whole lot of stuff with if I built my own like PC. And I want to make it half PC, half Mac. So just because I want to make music on like Logic. I'm used to Logic. Machine can go either way, but I'm used to Logic. But go over to freaking Windows, get my gaming on. You know what I'm saying? Play some Apex.
For real.
You do whatever, or some.
Get your keyboard and mouse on. You get your little.
That shit is hard. Have you ever tried playing FPS with freaking keyboard and a mouse? I'm
Apex
just
was the game. That was Apex. Like fucking. I don't know whenever the game came out because the shit was free. I was like, oh shit, because I was behind the game. What's the game called? Like H1Z1. I was behind the game on that one. I came in late and was like, what the fuck is this? Like, you know what I mean? And I'm looking at people on Twitch stream do it. And I'm like, oh damn, this shit crazy. Matter of fact, the way I found out about this shit was I was scrolling through fucking what's that shit called? Tinder. I was scrolling through Tinder, and
That's
this is
crazy.
back when I was in Van Nuys at the time, and because I was just learning about Twitch, my brother just told me about Twitch and Mortal Kombat and all this shit. So I'm scrolling through Tinder, and then this girl, it was dope way for marketing, but she fucking had like a picture of her little shit with her Twitch banner and shit, and was like, "Hey, follow me on Twitch. I'm this motherfucking girl and shit." I'm like, went to go, like, oh, let me go see. I'm like, that was dope because I never thought to do it like this. Like, you could get some residual, like, whatever from fucking motherfuckers just going to your Twitch stream for your Tinder profile because it's still
Girls,
marketed.
girls have it easy, bro. Girls have it easy on that end. Like we were talking about that. But anyway, yeah.
100%. But hey, it is
Easier.
what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. But anyway, I
No,
went to her stream and I was like watching. She was fucking play H1Z1, and I'm like, damn, what the fuck is this? Like, you see motherfuckers going through the parachute, and then like now they running through the little shit, open the door, they grabbing shit, and then like they get in the cars, and I'm like watching them tripping, and I'm just like, why did I bring this shit up?
because you were talking about you got into it late, and this is what
Oh yeah,
into it.
I even found out about it in the first place. Tinder, from Tinder to Twitch. Tinder to Twitch, CH1Z1. That's the game she's playing because she advertised through her damn Tinder. And then I'm watching the shit like, damn, what the fuck is this? And then they sent me on this whole thing. Then PUBG came out. I didn't jump on PUBG because it was another PC game. And it's like, all right, well, boom. And then I tried to stream, and I only could stream on the PlayStation because my Mac wasn't good enough. 2008 couldn't do it, you know. So yeah, man, this shit been a journey, man. I know the limitations of the equipment, the struggles, but the main thing about this shit is like, just like how you was telling me last night, like, regardless, you're gonna be creative, and it's like you do with what you got. You do the best with what you got.
Yeah.
And as long as you keep doing the shit, it's funny how opportunities and situations arise to where, now I can get it. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Creatives will be creative when they can't be when they're forced to not be creative. Right? Is that right?
Something shuts down a lane of where they could be creative in. They still gonna be creative. That's something else that they can be creative in. Because it's in them just to be creative.
Yeah. I mean, I'm blessed to know that we're like that and that we're not creative.
We're not creative.
Is that right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. It's
Yeah, no, I'm with you.
stressful. Like, don't get me wrong. It's stressful being a creative person. You put yourself through all this stuff. And then you're like, nah, man, this is stupid. People are gonna, all that.
Yeah, no, because trust and believe, just like how you're saying, like just putting out that video, you saying like, oh, I think it's either the last episode or the episode before that. You was like, man, just drop the album. He's like, and this could be your rollout. This could be your rollout. I'm like, well, I'm talking about it. I'm talking about it in the cook up session. I'm talking about it on IG, and I went through and I just pushed a button, man. $6 a piece. $6, $6, $6, $6. What, $5.94? Because it's $4.95 to get the YouTube maximizer. It's $1 to put it on Shazam. So that's that $6 each time you upload a single.
Oh, I haven't done that. I did see the YouTube optimizer, but I didn't understand really what it did. What is it?
Basically, so if YouTube, since you know how YouTube do the detect, we upload our videos, the reminisce of you and shit, then they will collect, like if people go through and put on any one of the NappooBeats on there, the YouTube Content ID will recognize that they used it, and then that's when they redirect the ad revenue and stream shit to your shit. and they take a 20% cut for doing that part for you.
each time, but it's $6 for that for
It's
the whole time.
$5. It's $5 for that first time. Like when you drop the single, boom, it's $5. YouTube is gonna go out for you, kind of like Harry Fox. You know, remember we was talking about. Remember last time we was talking about how you get paid, like the PRO, whether it's BMI, ASCAP, and all that, the performance royalties,
Yeah.
publisher share, and all that. But then you got Harry Fox, which is basically like either it's Song Trust, and then
Oh,
you have Sound Exchange, which basically those two are the different mediums that play your music too. So radio, like terrestrial shit, you know what I'm saying, and
there's an algorithm for that.
overseas. Those are the two things that they do. Harry Fox is like some overseas shit. So like if some motherfuckers is playing Autumn Rush overseas in like New Zealand kind of shit, you know what I'm saying? Since like it ain't no US shit picking up your shit, you sign up with them niggas so they can pick your shit up and send it to you for the US too. Basically, like by the end of the day, and that's what's dope about it. Like it's just information people don't got. Who was on there the other day saying it? Decap. I was watching Decap on Twitch, and he was talking about it. And I'm like, man, he talks about this shit a lot. But then every time I'm sitting there watching, the people come in and ask shit, and like they're asking the same ass questions. And then when I watch Dorian, I'm like, these niggas is asking the same ass question. Like the questions people always ask is uh, should I copyright my music before I upload it? And this is a question I used to have. Shit. The question I just had was, how can I release multiple singles and then make it part of an album later? Right?
Yeah, we talked about that.
Right? Now we're doing it because I went from thinking about it to doing it. You know?
Yeah.
Thought about it for a long ass time because I didn't know how to do it. What's another question people have? Do you got to pay to join a PRO? And then how do you get paid all your money from your producing of your work? And that's the main thing is like, you can do all that shit for free. You can sign up with BMI and ASCAP for free so they can be collecting your royalties. Because like after you upload to DistroKid, you're supposed
Yeah.
to go to either BMI and ASCAP and say, hey, I have this song. It's called Autumn Rush. And since I'm a registered member with you, I need you to every time if this shit playing somewhere, get my money. And then they send you money every quarter, I think it is.
I heard about the ass every quarter. That's what
Yeah.
Machete was saying.
So yeah, I signed up with BMI as a writer. That's back when I was still rapping and shit. But yeah, in 2008. Then when I went back heavy in this shit, 2015, when I paid the $600 with BMI so I could be a publisher. Because when you can get the writer's share, but you can't get the publisher's share. Like you just get writer's share. So you don't get your whole check, you know? But then when you're a publisher, then you're the publisher and the writer. So now you're getting the whole check because it's 200% that they do in BMI. In ASCAP, they just do 100%. And so, just like how when, like, say you sign up with BMI, hey, you're a registered member, you'll go through and put sneaks. You'll go all your Spotify releases, put them in there. Boom, 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 boom. Right? As DistroKid is getting a piece, but then your PRO getting you another piece, that every quarter piece. You know, and then you got Song Trust, Sound Exchange. See, yeah, I knew I needed to break it down because
Yeah.
like
That
you
was
don't.
my next question. That was my next question. Is if so you're only getting some of the things with DistroKid or whatever streaming service that they're going to put on, right? You only get some, but then when you go with BMI or ASCAP, then they'll give you the other part of it too.
Boom. And then when you go Song Trust and Sound Exchange, then you're getting out the other part. So that way you getting all the ways you can get paid off your shit.
That's
Song
three.
Trust, Sound Exchange, your PRO, BMI or ASCAP, and your DistroKid streaming shit coming.
You got all that shit registered?
I got all of that shit registered. I gotta double check my Sound Trust, but I remember doing Sound Exchange because Sound Exchange was a orange. It was an orange.
I need to do that.
An orange logo, and I remember because back when I did the Sound Exchange shit because like so, Bright Smile was my guinea pig song, right? It was like, hey, my first song that I could release. I ain't gonna have no cussing, you know what I mean? Which is funny because I'm releasing instrumentals. Even though one of I had to put explicit lyrics because they say, you know, the girl, at the end, I made her say, "Oh fuck," like that. I like when people do beats like that. Like you drop and then boom, boom, and then you cut out and say something random as fuck. Like just like you say in the emails, like boobs. Like I know, like because they're gonna expect something that they already expecting with the song, and then when you hear that part, it's like, oh shit, hold up, what? It's like, did you say oh fuck? And there's multiple women and shit. But why did I bring that up?
I'm sorry, I just have to say that one part on that Busta Rhymes and Dilla beat or whatever. Do you remember that part? Or it was I forgot what song it was. But he was like he was like he's like the first chick to make the ass clap gets 150,000 or 100,000. He was like, fuck it. And all you hear is yeah. He's like, damn, all these bitches doing this shit, one of them's gonna fart. Like
Yeah.
I forgot what song it was. I remember just listening to that part and just laughing.
I'm trying to think of where I was in time when I've heard that. But yeah, you just hear all that. One of these bitches gonna fart. Shit, I wasn't red, man.
Man, I don't know. I forgot which one it was. It was a Dilla beat for sure, though. Man, Dilla. Yo,
man. Man. Hold up. Before you go there. Let's recap, man. How was your last week? How was your last week in production?
You said in production?
Yeah. How was your last week in production?
It was terrible. No, I'm just kidding. No, it was cool. I did feel a little bit productive. Actually I felt a little lazy, like I could have done more, but I did do some. I hit that chop section on a Tuesday. And that was one where I wasn't feeling it. And I was just doing, I was like, bam, bam, bam. I don't like the sample. And I changed the sample up and it became decent. And I still wasn't like, I still wasn't about it. I think because my mindset is in something like a different area right now of like trying to make these like New York beats. Not New York, but kind of like if a rapper were to be on it, they would kill it lyrically. Like those type of beats where it's just like it's slow, it's anticipated, but if you drop bars on it and it's just like punchline, 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 you know what I mean? It's just one of them punchline songs.
Like Fabulous will kill.
Yeah. Or Jada, or you know what I mean? Or that's why I say New York people, because I know
Cassidy.
Yeah. That grimy or type, like they out there to flaunt and they're just gonna be
saying badass.
Yeah.
Basically, these are shout outs. So shout out to all them niggas.
Yeah. So I've been making I've been in that spark mode of beats. So I'll play some in a little bit. Well, one or two. The one I'm working on. But I've been I did that chop section. I was okay with it. But I have to do it because this is the process of me trying to, get through chop sections every week and trying to not do the same thing over again so I can learn a little bit more of trying to do different things. What's called? So I did that and I had made 2 beats throughout the week. Should have done more, but yeah, I did 2 beats and they were in that realm I was talking about. But yeah, I mean it was pretty cool. I've just been getting ready to go back home for a little while. It's gonna be next Friday, so I got to get my chop sections in order. I might do them in advance, or maybe do one out there. I don't know. I was thinking about how I would set up out there on the go since I don't have a laptop. And I was just like, yo, if I had a laptop, it'd be easy. It's just like, oh shit, like I need a new computer.
So we can do this shit every week better.
Yeah. Right. Man. So that was it. Yeah, I would go in, come in here, work on it, go back out, take a break, come back in, work on it, go eat, go to work, come back, do the same shit the next day. Yeah, it's pretty much it. It was cool. I mean, it wasn't like boring or where you feel uninspired, like an uninspired week. It wasn't like that. So I'm thankful for that my mind wasn't in that area. But how about you? How was your past week?
Man, past week. Where are we at? We're on Saturday?
Today. And then you rub your eye.
I know, man, because I'm just like, it's my my sleep pattern is like some old go to sleep at 7 p.m. wake up at midnight shit.
That's great.
And stay up like for a minute and then go to sleep again in the morning for like
Have you
another 2 to 3 hours.
whole time?
Huh?
You been up this whole time?
Nah, I fell asleep for like a cool, like from where we at 9:30. I probably woke back up at like 7, and I went to sleep at like 4, probably.
That's about the time.
So
That's the time. So you were up for like an extra 2 hours after we got done playing. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So fucking then after that, uh, but yeah, nah, I've done that like 3 times this week, and not intentional. It's like my journey is that of doing. This is the funny part, man. When you do all this shit, you just don't know what you're gonna do, right? You don't know what you're getting into. You don't know that you can say, "Hey, you want to start a podcast?" and then you just don't know what it's going to entail. Like, you just gotta keep doing shit along the way because it's like, fuck, like. Remember how I said, like, man, we was doing that shit at the 2 jobs ago, where we was doing all this social media, all that kind of shit, right? And it's like, all right, now you're in the driver's seat doing all that shit, right? It's like, yeah, you're producing the motherfucking YouTube shit. You got to put the titles, the motherfucking description, the links. You got to make sure all the shit match up. Even I'm pretty sure there's some time.
About how?
There we go.
What was that thing? Oh, you
That
got
shit.
it.
That shit.
I found it
My interface just went off. It's
crazy.
like it was like my interface was like, the blue light went off. Yep. Hey, and then it was like, we're switching to your desktop audio. And I'm like, bitch, I ain't got no microphone hooked up to the desktop audio. That's why
You
I
were like,
looked over. Yeah, I looked over and I seen that there was no audio coming through the levels, and I'm like, oh shit. So yeah, excuse me, one second, please. What's the fuck was I talking about?
I forgot too what I was about to.
Yeah, no, just the struggle or the progressive journey of what it takes to produce a podcast. Like, we know how to be producers, we know how to talk, but when it comes to what else it took, like, all right, we're streaming this shit, right? I'm doing a recording on the shit, putting up a webcam template. That way, like the shit, the logo. And remember how this shit all progressed because after you asked, probably like another 3 to 4 weeks. It's probably even more after that because it was probably 3 to 4 weeks. Then you sent like you asked, "Oh, do you want to do the podcast?" Bob, Bob. It was like, "Oh man, that'd be crazy." Then you sent me the straight out, and we did straight out. Then we released straight out, and then you was like,
You hit me back on the podcast too. You said
"I did,
you
yeah."
did hit me back. Yeah, you were
And
like,
I was like, "Hey, I ain't playing." I'm
I got
like,
the text. I was like, huh, all right. And then it's just one of those things where you're just like, all right, I'll do it. You know what I mean? And
I was
then I can't be like a bitch and be like, nah, I just want to do one. You know what I mean? I got to do it every week.
wait, we do this every week.
Every week.
I was like, I ain't playing when it comes to this shit. I'm just letting you know. I'm already gonna make a logo. Look at all these fucking t-shirt ideas.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
For real. And then like, dude, then like, man, then you hit me back. I'm like, all right, so where we going? Then boom. And then yeah. And then boom. And then it's like, oh man, one day we're gonna have some fun shit. Then like episode 4. Hey, wow. Like so the shit is crazy because now it just went from dang, can we do this to all right, how can we do this better? Right? So getting better at the audio from the source even. So that way I got less time over there because you only see the problems as you're dealing with them. I'm like, all right, I didn't know I was gonna have to deal with, especially from episode 1. I didn't know I was gonna deal with level problems, and I wasn't separating the audio in channels in the stream software. That was another, like, you know what I mean? To know that, say, okay, I'm gonna put you on channel, and I'm gonna put me on the channel, so that way we can control those individually, so we can make it even. because if we're both on one channel, we're both gonna have peaks and valleys. But whether I compress it and put the level on that bitch or not, you're gonna notice that the distorted sound is still gonna sound distorted, but just lower, and the low sound is just gonna be low but high. And it was like that's what you hear in episode 1, versus now, like, all right, boom, I got both channels and an extra channel with both of us on it, just in case you need to add a little something. Because then because of the Logic experience, you just know how to chop and cut and do the same shit like you're doing in Logic. And now
Right.
that I've just known how to use all of the Logic plugins in the shit, I'm just trying to get better at doing it now. Because now this past week you sent me the ADSR instant dialogue cleaner, 4225.
That was random too, by the way. I saw it just came up on my feed. I was like, "Hey, he might need to be. Might be able to use this." So I just like, "Yep."
Government, huh?
The government works in our favor.
I'm saying, right? Like, I'm just saying, ain't it ironic how pictures like that just show up just all randomly? That's what I'm tripping off. Like I was telling you with old girl, I'm like, I was just random, like clicking on shit. That boom, hey, here you go. Hey, Tim. And I'm just like, okay.
He's gonna go get your girl. Your FBI agent's like, go get your.
I know, like off of fucking Boondocks, where the dude knows him and he's following right Huey. And then he talks to him behind a tree and shit. You remember that shit? The FBI agent.
Yeah, he's like, I know you're just a figment of my imagination. He's like, I'm not.
Am I? Yeah. Yeah, dude, that shit. But yeah, nah, dude. Just I've been watching videos on editing shit. Oh, I figured out how to put myself in videos and shit now. Because basically, remember I told you I went and picked up the collapsible green screen from my mom's crib, so now I got the DIY green screen and the other green screen.
Oh,
And
nice.
so I wanted to there's this dude on Street Fighter, man. Shout out to Hawaiian Shirt, man. One of the most exciting Street Fighter streamers out there, man.
Hawaiian
In
shit.
Texas.
Oh, damn, hey,
The sound effects.
Yeah, man, I forgot about that. That's one thing you're gonna. Yeah. It's coming up. Hold up. Just give me 1 second. It'll be right up. Hawaiian shirt man, huh?
Yeah, Hawaiian Shirt, man. That fool, what he does, like, he just fucking wows out. He's wild as fuck. Yeah, there we go.
Hawaiian shirt man. Hawaiian shirt man. The most exciting man in sports entertainment.
The most exciting. Most electrifying is Tommy Two Step out of Texas. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, the most exciting is Hawaiian Shirt Man out of Texas as well. Texas going hard in the paint. Man, even Jesse's made a picture and it said Texas. I'm like, hold up, what? I think he said San Antonio.
Why, he lives in Texas? He lives here?
Yeah, that's what I was tripping off of.
Jesse, the same Jesse you've been talking about for this past. Man, shout out to Jesse. You with the arms reach away, but I don't know where you're at. We're in quarantine. I'm just kidding.
But yeah, man. Yeah, so learning how to produce the shit properly, watch it. Oh, but yeah, with the green screen. So now, you know how I said I'm gonna make these little videos where I'm like gonna show some shit and then like get my little breakdown off of it. So like I had the Matrix video, so I recorded the shit, and then when I record myself doing like the fucking Chappelle show, so I put it in the video that I'm editing. And so I'm watching it, and she's like, "Oh, don't worry about the vase." And then you just see me going. I was like, "Oh, man, you should have never showed me how to do this shit." Because now I can put myself anywhere. You know what I mean? Like, where else? Like, I could do the running videos, like where you're running, and just have it like.
So it's like a full. You want a full body then? Like it covers your full body? The green screen?
Man. All right, so we're gonna
How
break
big
it
is
up.
that shit?
It's 5x7.
Oh yeah.
So 5x7, and then I got it. Huh?
He's like, you're not 7 foot tall.
Yeah, exactly. Not at all. So what I did is I fucking put my vacuum box right here, and then I let the fucking green screen chill up top. That way it covers like close to the ceiling. And then I'm gonna put this shit right in front of it. So now I got a green screen from top to bottom. I'm using my DSLR to record the video. Record the video into the same streaming software like how we doing right now. Take that, put it on a hard drive, and then put it in Final Cut. Color key. There's this shit in the video effects called keyer. Drag that bitch over there. Most of the time it recognizes the green screen. If not, you can hit the little droplet, get it exact. And now keyed out the shit. Now you anywhere video wise too. Like we're anywhere like in photo wise. But now we can be in a video. Like,
hey, you wanna all right, you sparking like these ideas. When I'm out there, do you want to do a live set under a green screen? So then we can be like, you know how you set up the table, have
did you see that virtual shit I was showing you?
No, I just know what you're talking about. Like, because you just need a table with, you need a table with like the green sheet over it, right? And you could be behind that, and then just a green screen behind you, and you can manipulate it any way you want to.
Yeah, it's like how Snoop be chilling by the Staples Center and all that in the back of GGN.
Yeah, exactly. You just sit there like that. Yeah, just do it that way. I wonder. I was so mad because I just right now when you were saying that, I was thinking about back at Art Institute. There was a live room that just had a straight
green wall.
Yeah. You remember that shit? I took you in there?
Yeah.
Oh shit, I did take you in there. Yeah, and they had all the lights. Freaking boom, boom.
Yeah.
I was like, man, I should
light rail kind of thing.
I should have used that shit. I should have used all that. But see, if I didn't know how to use it back then to what I'm doing now, then I wish I was doing this back then.
Oh yeah, you would have squeezed all the juice out of there.
Oh yeah, I was already squeezing the juice, whizzing the juice.
I was the juice from what you knew.
Yeah, because I was up in those in the Studio B, like
every time you can book.
Exactly, every time. I already had it. I logged in every Friday because I knew like I'll have that day off. I'll request the day off to go in there.
It's funny that it's every Friday and the chopper section's every Friday.
Every Friday, yeah. Friday's balance. It's a start into you being relaxed, and then well, you know, work week, but I don't want to think like that no more. You know, Mondays is your best days.
Come on, there we go.
Yeah, every day's your best day. Shit,
preach it. So the thing I wanted to do is on the drop, right? Like I want to be able to record one. Like I was thinking, like, okay, make 5 outfits, right? Basically, fucking wardrobe. Like I'm on set again. Make 5 outfits and fucking do everybody fucking bounce, and then have me come from another side in another outfit and like bounce, and then the main person still on there bounce, and then another one come out of the corner of me bounce. Like imagine if that's a video of the shit and fool my mind, and me smoking or some shit as another one. Like, oh, come on, man. I was just like, God, the possibilities are endless, man.
Yeah, we just. Oh, all right. So when I move out there, I'm supposed to be moving in Vegas. Maybe I don't mean to disclose locations, but whatever. Come meet us anyway. We plan on moving to Vegas in about a year and a half, 2 years. So I mean, we gotta have a place to do stuff like that, like a warehouse or something like that, or like just an office space that's just nothing but just all production shit. We just go in there, whatever we need to do. And like by that time, we should be making the right revenue off this shit for us to be able to.
Facts.
Yeah.
You have a studio with all the shit, green screen with all the shit, and then like it'd be that one-stop shop like everybody talk about doing. Because Mad Studios is a one-stop shop. Motherfuckers like in between when they doing their recording, they got the more professional ass videos with the slowdowns and the effects in them, and then like
they got a good team.
Come on.
Mad Studios, shout out to Mad Studios and all the family out there, man. We're gonna see you guys soon. Have you met all of them? Have you met some of them? You met like some of them, right?
Yeah, just like Aaron. Just like Aaron and probably K1.
Just by being around, right? You were just around.
From like the time you did the beat, what's it called? You did the beat showcase. Yeah, teasers.
You were there?
I was there.
I forgot. Yeah, well, I just remember being up there and that was like the wackest shit for me. I just remember like
I was still in the front doing them. don't know,
Yeah,
man. I like
yeah. The
supporting
guy tried
people, you know.
the guy tried to come up and like he's like, "Hey, man." I was like, "Yo," and then Louis was like, "Hey, you got to get out of here." He's like, "He about to swing on you. You got to get out of here." But I wish I had a beat machine. I wish I was doing it right. I didn't know. I was just playing this shit, right? Like a beat showcase. But a learning lesson, you know.
Learn, man.
Take it
You don't
easy.
know all this shit out the gate, man.
I know. At least I know now what I want. What I want.
Preach. And it's more clear. The more clear it is.
The thing I want to know now is like, so I'm making the beats, right? I'm putting out stuff, but now I want to know how to shop them. Like, I want
Yeah.
to know how to get them out. That's my next thing that I have to do. Because there's one thing, like you're saying, how we did the podcast. We just like, all right, let's start the podcast, and then that's one thing to even start it. And then while we're in it, now we want to make it better, right? That's the same thing, like that, to keep trying to get to that next step. But yeah, that's one thing I did do last week too, was try to see how to do that. I don't know if we talked about, me and you talked about doing a playlist on the last podcast, but one person got back to me, said they were going to listen to it out of 10. They didn't get back to me, so it probably didn't get put on the playlist, but still somebody reached out back to me.
Hey, progress.
Yeah.
It went from no responses to at least you got a response, right?
Yeah.
Next time you're going to see a response and the follow.
Yeah.
It's progression.
Yeah, which is cool. I was like, oh, cool. I want to do it instead of letting it discourage me. Like, oh shit, I didn't get it. Like somebody actually talked to me for my shit. I was like, oh, cool. Like people are actually decent, right? You ask them a question and they're nice enough to answer. So, but yeah, that I want to learn how to shop it and like how to be able to do it that way and like going on if it's that easy just to find their information on like social media. Because some people don't, or if they do, like even like big name artists, most of the time they don't have it, and you have to like I don't know if you have to Google to see who to contact for their management to see how to get to them, or like try to submit beats that way, or like I don't know. That's why I'm gonna try to find out.
One thing I've seen in a Spotify email that I've never seen before I've done releases, because this is what's funny, right? So prior to putting out the whole album up, scheduling out all the next 9 Fridays.
Congratulations, by the way. I'm glad that you did that. Hey man.
Action out here.
Yeah, man. I was like, ooh, that's right. That's right.
That shit felt good to see just a line of shit. I just had one song on there for 5 years. So to finally see like but it's a trip to look at one song the whole time. And then like from July, then it was 2 songs. Then August, now it was 3 songs. And now like, nigga, damn. But
Yeah. Yeah, hell yeah. That playlist thing. I was like, oh shoot.
wasn't there something about the playlist I was about to say?
Oh, no, it wasn't about the playlist. You're saying you put it out the album and then let's backtrack a little bit. I got excited. I think you see you influencing me, man. Now I can't help you out. Well, I was able to. I'm not able to anymore.
I'm like, man, you supposed to stay baseline, man. I'm the one that flows away and then come back. You know what I'm saying? You gotta stay baseline. But shit. Yeah, I don't know. Motherfuckers was talking about doing the shit. But nah, I don't know is I got another point. Random point, but it still ties in. Back to the rise of Superman. That time where Curtis was interviewing the author, Stephen Kotler, I think his name. The thing that stood out to me in one little blurb that he said that was dope as fuck to me was he said, man, the professionals that know about mastery and becoming experts in multiple fields, they already know what it takes to become experts in that field. They know that it's the same progression no matter what. And the progression is crawl, walk, run. That's the progression. Anything you do, whether just walking, just us in life as humans, we have to learn how to crawl first. Crawl faster. We had to stand up and fall down, stand up and fall down. You've seen this process because you have your own kids now.
Yep.
And then boom, crawl, walk, run. And that same progression, when you first making beats, remember how we said it's hard to like your shit because you know you suck because you're in the crawling stage, you know?
Right.
And like, remember how when you made that beat, you said, "Ooh, I'm in my bag." You said that, you know? And that's running, in my opinion. Like, that's the point where it's effortless. You don't even got to think about doing it. You know what I mean? It just comes to you. And that's that feeling we chase for. Because I didn't even talk about my latest thing. I did. When did I record mine? Friday. I think I recorded it Friday. And it was a drum and bass track.
Yeah.
And dang, yeah, since I be going to sleep at night, my days be like, I don't be knowing which one is which. Because I remember telling you about the shit, and it was already the next day, but it was still that same day, which is funny.
That was that was you told me about the drum and bass thing this morning.
Yeah, right.
Because yesterday was Friday. Yeah, so you
Yesterday
did
was
it
Friday.
yesterday. You're confusing me now.
When I was telling you, it was like midnight and shit. So technically,
Yeah,
it was Saturday. You know what
it
I'm
was
saying?
yeah, Friday, Sat. That's corny, my bad.
A
But
little
yeah,
bit.
it's right in the middle. Yeah.
So be fucking me up. That's why I be like Friday. And I'm like, hold up, that's yesterday. And I'm like, why does yesterday seem so long ago? It's like the way I went to sleep and been up. And it's like, but anyway, yeah, I was making that drum and bass track, and I went to go look at your video and see that you wasn't feeling it. I'm like, man, all right, because it happened in my video. And then I went to go watch your video. I'm like, thank you, man. It ain't just me. Like, and that's why I like doing this shit, because you really don't feel alone in that process, because it's like, fuck. You feel like when you're doing it and you're in your headphones and you watching your monitors and your monitors are speaking to you, you feel that it's just your little world, you know? And then when you
Right.
come out for air from under the motherfucking the turtle headquarters, Ninja Turtles, shout out to Ninja Turtles. But when
Uh,
you come from shit, you look out and it's like, oh shit, these fools is mutants like me. Like, all right, cool. It ain't just me, because like that feeling of I've known I made dope ass shit before. Like just straight out the gate. I still go back to like, dang, okay, I made Chill Hop. And I pretty much arranged and did everything all in that 6 hours. And then just tweaked up some more shit and then released it. Like that was the most I've ever done to release some shit to actually release it. Cause the song before that, I remember recording on my personal Instagram. I'm like, don't talk. If y'all hear this track, can't y'all hear like Rihanna or fucking Pitbull or Shakira on this shit? And
yeah.
then fucking like some people was like, oh yeah, yeah. And I'm like, man, you know what? Then I think it was either you or somebody talking about Splice. And I'm like, man, you know what? I fucking pay for the Splice. Like, fuck this shit, man.
Spice.
I'm getting rid of all the excuses.
Hell
Shout out
yeah.
to Spice.
If you didn't even notice, but all my samples is from Splice. But I might venture out because I need more 70s soul samples. So I might venture out to the people who play that. If you know who is doing that, please drop a comment so I know.
And you be seeing Curtis be shouting out Tracklib. You might want to
Track
fuck with
with.
them.
Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah. I think I had purchased. There's some other ones I've been that I was purchasing for a while back, but I haven't used them in a while. It was like I had got some like OVO bundles and shit like that. OVO sounding ones, but that was during the time where I didn't know which ones what kind of beats I wanted to make. Now I think I'm gonna start doing the type beats, but the type beats that I want to do, not
There you
type
go.
beats for the other shit. Yeah, because you kind of have to if you want to make if you want to make money that way. Because if you want to make beats and then sell it, and that's how you got kind of. I gotta upgrade. I gotta. What is it? Like yeah, you gotta crawl before you walk, right? You gotta follow before you become a leader. So if I follow, and then I get to learn all the different stuff about myself, right? And then be able to use those things, and then be my own brand, and people understand my own sound because I understand my own sound at that point. So it's all
And
coming together.
that's what I'm saying. And then you figuring it out along the way. That's the best part, is you got the courage to figure it out, because most people just gonna sit on the sideline and play it safe. The shit that they know don't make. You know that pharmacy tech shit. It was dope to fucking go to school and do the shit to get the shit, but it's whack that you get behind the shit and you're like, damn, that's what it is. You start feeling unfulfilled in the shit. It's like, okay, well, the only other ways I can get better at this shit is if I do schooling or right. And then it's
Right.
like, are you willing to do those things? And it's like, dang, I'm willing to do those things to get better at something that I know don't feel right, just like how the beat didn't feel right. And that's what I'm saying. Like when I was doing some shit, like you know when the beat don't feel right. So don't fight that not feel right feeling, you know?
Right. Yeah, because you're gonna make so many beats in your lifetime. Like it's not gonna matter on that one. I used to be so dead set on the beats that I was making, and then it would only be like even if because I would spend so much time on it, and then it would be dummy. Um, yeah, I'd be dead set on it. Like I would think about it way too hard about how like, oh, I need to get somebody on this, or even just releasing it. But it's like each one is like a oh shoot, I saw you almost dropped the mic. You said, "Oh."
I bet it was all over my face.
No, no. But yeah, no, I'm just saying though, like you just gotta let go of your I don't know if it's your ego, but just let go of your fears about having your beats being too perfect and shit like that. Because it's not gonna be perfect.
Yeah, I think it is ego.
Yeah.
It's ego because this is how you feel about yourself. Like nobody's telling you, hey, feel bad because the beat's trash, right? Hey, like, but you're feeling bad because the beat is not as good as what you can create. And it's like I know I can do better. It's like, all right, we'll do better then. It's like, but I'm not doing better right now. Yeah, because you're trying to focus on doing better instead of just doing. And it's like,
Right. Yeah, that's my problem. Like I'll work fast and I'll be with content. I'll be content with the things that I've made rather than like stopping and then going back and then really paying attention to the sound, all the skills that I know I have and implementing them each time. So that I think that's gonna be my level up for the few coming weeks is getting all the skills that I have and using them every single time that I make a beat, every single time, and then come up with a list of plugins that I use all the time, which I'm starting to do now too. My go tos, and I gotta because like if I'm doing the chop section, I think the goal is to utilize all the skills all in one, right, every single time, and then because I didn't know the direction of chop, I just thought I was just gonna be making beats on chop section the whole time, but yeah, utilizing the skills that I've made that I've accumulated on the times where I'm not being recorded, trying to, you know what I mean, like and trying to get that trying to get the insight where I'm just sitting there and getting to know her, you know what I mean, getting to know your dog, getting to know you, getting to know each other, and then like once you get all those, and you just because you're gonna find something new each time, and you're gonna try something new, see if that works, and then try to implement that again and over again, and putting all of that shit together until it's just freaking diamond, right? Like it's just gonna be pressured all those skills together into the track, and then each one will be diamonds.
Katamari Damacy, man.
Yeah, yeah, it becomes its own planet, its own livable habitat.
Yes, for real.
Yeah, so I queued up this beat. This is one of the ones I was working on. This beat is like, let me know if this is too loud. This probably is too loud. Let's see. Let me drop it down about 3 dB. Is that too loud?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so this is one of those beats where I looped it. Like I looped it 3 times for 3 verses. And because I want people to rip this shit. This is like one of those crew joints, those cuts where like your whole squad
crew ciphers.
Yeah. Levels good? Ryan's over here. It goes back to you talking your shit. You're like, yeah, motherfucker, like,
What?
in this
Catch a kitten, about to send it to 7 minutes, he's only spitting. And I'm just rolling off on the police, he's only slowly.
Hey, you know what? Hey, man. Hey. I want to bring back that. Like I think that's one of my personal journeys to have a cut like that. Like this is it to me. This is it. Like I know people, if you get the right people and they bring the right attitude, that aggressive ass attitude freaking in there, you're just like boasting about your shit, like you're the dopest, and like your whole squad is the dopest. You and they're just like, yo, get back.
You want your triumph.
Yeah, this is it to me. This is one of those beats. Like, and I love those types of tracks. Those are the ones that would just get me hyped all the time every time I'm listening to it. And it's just it's one of those beats.
Like, because that's the funny part. I said Triumph, and another song that comes to mind when you say it get you hyped is fucking another ensemble piece. Space Jam soundtrack.
Oh, hit 'em high.
Come on. Same thing.
Yeah, the super beats, man. I want to have a super beat, or even if it's not the whole squad, if it's just people trying to just outshine each other in those beats. Like one of them, who, like people are all just different. Yeah, or even like just all from different parts of the
the world, the ride or die World War things that Rough Riders is doing. When it West Coast or die, we talk it. We live in the dirty South, and then motherfuckers from the dirty South and East Coast. That shit was dope, man. Yeah, ensemble. No Limit.
Yeah.
No Limit, Cash.
Yeah.
Everybody had an ensemble. Dipset.
Yeah. Yeah, everybody has a crew joint like that. Freaking, yeah, that's just one. I want to see people go crazy on that one. I want to send it to the right people. Like I don't want to send it. This has to be heard on a major level to me. Like,
see, and
I want to send it to the right.
For your path of producer, where you want to have motherfuckers that rap get on your shit, your approach has to be two things. One, you got to go ham on the BeatStars. That's why I always tag you in Ant Chamberlain. You see, he got his million plaque on BeatStars, and it's like,
yeah, I saw that.
I need you to watch his producer. There you go.
I saw some of it. I think how they had different clips and stuff, but I didn't really watch the whole thing.
Yeah, you gotta watch the whole
thing. But he's on it because of the type beats, so right.
And you still, but see, that's what I'm saying. But you need to
learn. That's a tried and true process.
What you got to learn from him is this is. Remember what we was talking about? What did you say earlier?
Gotta follow before you become a leader.
Yeah, you were saying that. Yeah. Because you're gonna take from that to add to your shit, and then what you've done with Trap Section is your accumulation of everything. Shit. No, I think we was talking about that last night, where you can experience the benefit from something without having to go through the detriment.
Oh, right. You have the tools.
Else. Yes.
So if you have the tools that you accumulated after going through some bullshit, you can give those tools to somebody so that they don't have to go through the bullshit, but still have the same tools, right?
Yes. That right there.
Yes.
So that's why I feel you need to watch his. Come on, for real.
Oh, shit. They're gonna get you.
The Jim's gonna get you.
Yeah, the Jim's gonna get you.
They gonna get you. You come to this motherfucking podcast, the Jim's gonna get you, bitch. He's gonna chase you down. Who don't want to get chased down by Jims though, right? Epiphanies. Because then imagine, like, just in the elusive world, when you get an epiphany about something that you've been trying to figure out, that shit is a gem and it chases you down. You're like, dang, you trying to figure it out, and then it just comes at the most random time, like, oh fuck.
Epiphany is a bad bitch.
Epiphany is a bad bitch. I'll never miss her when she walked by. You know what I'm talking about?
Got the yams. I just not tell you, man. Shout out to what's it called? We were just saying that. What is his name again? Freaking Yams, fucking the freaking Facebook. Remember he was on there and he got all those videos. The dude from the West Coast.
Oh, big
Big
job,
job,
John.
big job, man. Hey, shout out to them. I hope they listen to this podcast.
To the max.
Yeah, to them. Hey, shout out to them. That shit's funny. Keep doing that thing. Get the double home. That's good.
Yeah, dude. I feel you should watch his producer grind videos for that, to take those tools without having a detriment. And the main thing I like is Tony Robbins always says success leaves clues, right? So we talk about following. If we're gonna be following around a motherfucker that's successful, they're gonna leave some clues along the way. So you just pick up all the gems, like, oh, cool, I'm taking this. Like, you be like, oh, you can keep that shit. That shit's your brand. But this shit is universal. So I'm gonna take this and make this a part of me and make it my own. And it's like, I really feel that. So that's one route. Is your BeatStars game, and I feel Ant Chamberlain is one of your main sources you should look at to get a bare bones template on what you should do to market it right.
Okay.
I think Vitals is another one. Vitals on the track, another one. But after that, then I feel you should go the other route that they talk about, like, because Gemini, hey, attack two things at once. You can.
You can do that. We have the mind for it.
Facts. Left brain, right brain hemisphere, attack. So BeatStars game, and then the other aspect where they say if this is how you want to blow up as a producer, you gotta have a artist that you just lock in with. You pick I'm a producer, and then we're gonna iron out this sound. So Dre was first with NWA and all that, but then boom, all right, me and you, Snoop, and boom, they ironed out their sound. You know what I'm saying? Every producer, like they talk about Metro Boomin in Future or Southside, like from 808 Mafia. Like everybody comes up with like Manny Fresh. I would not know of Manny Fresh if it wasn't for BG, Juvenile, Lil Wayne, Young Turk, and the big timers. And so Beats by the Pound is no limit, right? Beats by the Pound come so Scott Storch, Timbaland. Timbaland had Missy. From the Timbaland
Missy,
book.
Genuine, Aaliyah, yeah.
Come on,
Yep.
And so you take your artists, you iron out your sound, and Timbaland's done that shit multiple times over. Because Genuine, he did it with the Deontay dude, Devontae, that was jacking all his shit.
Jodeci, yeah.
Freaking Jodeci.
Make mad at them. Reading them.
Yeah, when you read that, you really get mad. Like, you motherfuckers.
Like, you could have given him a piece of pizza. Come on.
Like, for real? Like, y'all really doing niggas like that? These niggas leaving their crib and sleeping in the most worst fucked up positions. So that's why I just give them way more respect, man. God dog. But, yeah, you iron out your sound with your crew of, all right, this is my artist, and we do everything together. And as y'all both blow up. And so now, I feel you got to pick, like, you really want people to be on your shit. So you got to look at your circle of motherfuckers. And then you got to approach them and be like, hey, like, what's that nigga name? Currency. Currency has done, I think, like, probably 3 or 4 projects with the music got a Harry Fraud. Right? You know what I'm saying? You ain't heard that tag yet?
No.
You don't listen to Currency. You don't know.
I haven't, honestly.
All right.
Don't judge me, guys. Dang. No, I'm just kidding.
It's all good.
I got it. Community,
you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Currency, Wiz, Snoop, Be Real. All the smokers out there. But yeah, dude, fucking everybody irons out. Every producer that you know of is somebody that ironed out a sound with an artist that they believed in. That's the whole thing. It's like, you believe in me, I believe in you. Let's fucking just lock in and create these projects.
I have to find an artist that way. It's hard, man. I don't know who's be serious and do it that way.
Yeah, I ain't saying it's easy, but I'm just saying that should be on your mind. And like, you can add that to the end of your chop section. You can add that in your videos, because the main purpose is this. When you can do, hey, like, imagine if instead of, like, so you say you switched up, instead of doing the snippet, cut promo, if they don't like the beat, then they don't watch. You're doing just a photo. Like, hey, bitch, you got to go watch this shit, because fuck that, I ain't gonna let you see shit. But imagine if you promoted it and said, Hey, motherfuckers, I'm NappooBeats. Look, I'm me, but I'm saying your name.
Yeah, so I just had to like hear features. And I'm just like, hey, surprise, motherfucker.
Surprise, motherfucker. But like,
Surprise.
yeah, welcome, NappooBeats. You can call me Nap. Pooh. Don't call me Pooh.
Don't call me Puna. Yeah, you call me that. I'll be saying some random stuff, man. I don't know. Who cares?
That's a part of it, man. Just be you. And that's the best part about it. I feel that every episode of this is us being us. Every episode of us making beats is us being us. And the thing is that whether you know it or not, I feel it's paving the way for one day. Yes, the skills that we're doing and we're accumulating on here. And if you watch them back, you get to kind of see what your bread and butter is, what your go-to is. So you can like type yourself, you look and be like, oh shit, you normally go to that kick, or you normally go for those kind of keys. You normally go, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I use
And
drums over and over again for sure. Same drum kit. I just like the way it sounds. Yeah, but yeah. Besides that,
for real.
huh.
And then you know where, what do they call it? Operating like a flow state. When you're operating and stretching yourself beyond your ability, right? It's like, I know how to do this. This is my bag. If I do this, this is really uncomfortable because I've never experienced it before. It's uncharted territory. I don't even know how to do this. But I should still try to do it anyway, right?
Right.
And then you grow
That's
from
where
doing it.
skills are developed. Yes, sir. Skills are developed that way. You go to a spot where you don't know what's going on, but then you find out what's going on, and then you run that shit after a while. So it's just like, now that I got this, time to move on to a different place. Time to conquer a different area.
Yeah. I just want to have a utility belt when it comes to production. Production
Yeah.
utility belt. Because it's like, I've been over there and something told me like, all right, electronic track. I wanted to make a deep house track, The way I started off the damn video, I was like, oh shit. When I was listening to the sample, I was like, this would be dope if we drum and bass that shit. And then I said, fuck it,
Your
let's try to drum and bass it.
your electronic sound is dope. Well, I mean, the way you're set up that's what you're set up for. Is that not saying that your hip hop shit isn't dope or trap stuff isn't dope? It's just that electronic sound is what you're built for. You got the mind for it, for sure. So I like to hear those tracks from you a lot. And you should be the DJ to do that. Once this, I mean, not saying that COVID's gonna be over, but once things go back to normal in a few, maybe in a decade, maybe like 5 years or something like that. I would like to see you on them big ass stages, bro, in Vegas. You know what I mean? Or even in Coachella, if Coachella's still gonna be around or some shit. It's not impossible. They got many stages. They got many days to do it. If you can dream, you can do it. Yeah, you can't dream no more, man. You're awake.
Man,
So you got yeah. You set
I've
them
dreamed
goals.
about Coachella too many times, man. I've had actual dreams about that shit. Like,
Yeah, and I'm gonna be right there, bro, with a fucking beer in my hand. We can go in ham, bro. Like we're gonna be doing it. You about to give me some backstage passes.
right there, man. Almost fucking co-host is right there.
Yeah, I'll be on the mic. I'll be on the mic. I'll be the actual MC, like in the 1970s, bro, like or end of 1970s, where we wasn't even really rhyming. Just
wordsmith, yeah.
Yeah, just like, hey, I'll just be hyping you up. I'll be the dancer. You know what I mean? In front of the DJ. That's how OG will be.
Damn.
Oh, the DJ got dancers. I'm like, yep. No, but yeah, dude. I get
and that's what I'm saying. Like, it's just trying to organize all the shit because you see, like, just slowly but surely, I was able to DJ. I DJ for 3 hours that motherfucking night right there, 85 tracks. Then I was able to cut up, and this is why I was like, dang, okay, this is my contemplation lately. Is man, I sat there and recorded the damn cook-up session, but I could just go reps and sets. Like, imagine if I had 300 motherfuckers. I don't know how many days is left, but imagine if that's however many days is left, and then by the end of this year, I got that many YouTube videos uploaded because I'm just doing one a day by streaming it instead of by recording it.
The consistency, yeah, that'd be freaking dope. Like, I think that's what people want to see the most, right? Is the consistency.
Yeah,
And like,
because they people. What's the thing they said? Jordan had one of the videos where it was DMX and manager was talking about DMX and Jay Z, how they both was dominating at the same time. They said the reason why people fuck with you as a fan for an artist is that the fan either likes you or they want to be like you. There's something that you do that they want to be like. Like they admire that shit about you. That's a trait that they wish can rub off on you by being around you. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So it's like with DMX, you knew he was a dude from the struggle and on some street ass shit, and you believed him. That's the main thing. They gotta believe you. Like Jay Z, you knew it was a nigga from the streets on some selling dope shit, and boom. But they believed him. Like by believing them, then that's the spark to make them be a real ass fan and follow what they do and blah blah blah. So that's why when we're all authentic and you by saying, "Hey, don't call me poo" and all that shit, when you by episode 10, especially with this, we're on episode 9 now, right? Because I'm putting out
yeah.
8. So yeah, we're on episode 9.
Episode 9. Shout out to us, bro. This is hard. The consistency of doing this every week is hard.
Yes, because it's the easy route is to not do it.
Right. It's hard to do it. But then it really isn't that hard.
And it ain't at the same time.
Yeah.
It's hard to, I don't know. It's hard as a Gemini to do something consistent.
I think everybody has a problem with being consistent. Gemini's just because we like to put ourselves in that, we like to play to that. But no, seriously, I think everyone, if you think about it, everybody thinks everything is hard if they don't try it, if they've never done it before. I was talking about one of my coworkers before, and she was just like, yo, like, what's it called? Like, she wants to move, right? I was like, then do it. Like, you want to move somewhere, do it. And then there's these excuses coming about. I'm like, you have the tools to do it. I don't. I think I used to think like that before. Like, oh, I can't do this. But then it sounds corny, but you can do anything. Like, if you wanted to do something, you can do it. Like, that's corny as fuck, but it's true. It's true. Yeah, if you can dream it,
I don't care how corny it sounds. I know the truth.
Yeah, it's true.
Look at all this shit. The damn stream machine was a dream. I was broke and I didn't have no money, and I was trying to stream. And my 2008 Mac was like, "Nah, nigga, you need a better graphics card." I'm like, "Nigga, what I'm gonna do?" I didn't know about external graphics cards at that time. I don't even know if they were out. Damn Breakaway Box. Shout out to Breakaway Box. Just in case we do the Mac Mini and the Breakaway Box and shit, just in case. But
yeah, we talked about that for sure. Yeah,
I didn't have the knowledge on the shit, and then for me to sit here and be like, dude, I basically got a fucking studio. I basically got a full blown ass fucking studio. And I remember back when I was recording Bright Smile in my apartment, and I had my fucking Blue Yeti chilling right here, this fucking Blackout Edition Blue Yeti.
Blue Yeti, shout out to Blue Yeti.
This is what I recorded Bright Smile on. Fucking chilling.
Crazy.
You know where when you go in the bathroom and they got the towel holder, right? I fucking had this chilling on top of the towel holder, face down like that.
That's dangerous.
I know. I know. I'm just telling you what I did. I said it was right. I fucking had 2 USB extension cords going, 2 10-foot extensions going from the bathroom to the room where my laptop is. And I'm fucking walking from back to the bathroom to the room, hitting record, going over here. Girl. Doing this shit, girl. Doing all the different tones and shit. And so, yeah, dude, like, to think back to where, and I remember the first time when I got me an XLR mic, everything changed the game. Like, when I got that PR40, I was like, I hear myself as I'm speaking, not after I'm speaking. And that, for audio file that fucks with you, like, I can't stream with this. I don't know how people stream with this. Maybe they don't monitor their own voice, right?
Oh, true.
Because I hate the delay. I can't, like, you be talking and then, like, you be talking and then, like, you be talking and then, like, yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yes. You have to say it like multiple times. You're like, yes. I be doing that all the time. I'd rather make sure that shit's on time. That's funny. What's it called? So what mic are you using right now? Like your
SM57.
All right, but you have a condenser mic though, right?
The PR40.
What is it? What is that? What brand is that?
Heil. Heil.
Oh, crazy! I never heard of that before.
Me neither. But so shout out to Lars Barrenroth. Reason why I'm as far along as I'm DJing it now. And I kind of feel bad too because I know if I would have just went 100% on DJing itself, I'd be further. But I feel I had to go this route because I'm better as a producer, which is gonna make me a better DJ, and vice versa. Because I don't want to just be a famous DJ that plays everybody else's music. I like that. If I was DJing, I'd be like, y'all motherfuckers y'all getting hyped tonight? Y'all want to hear some motherfucking unreleased shit? Yeah. And then, like, I could have previewed Summertime Happiness for them. And then, like, they listen to, man, y'all gotta be a hip hop head to fuck with this beginning part. And then, like, they in it. Yeah. Motherfuckers is ciphering. And we're like, all right, now we about to turn this shit up. Then that shit fucking draw every party. And then, like, that should be crazy. And then we got that, we ain't stopping the hype. And then we like, who like Fight Night out there? I know y'all motherfuckers is gamers like me. Like, can't y'all hear this shit on Fight Night? And then, love yours. We got J. Cole. We like
This is like a studio audit. I don't have like a concert all the time.
Oh shit. Oh, that's funny as fuck. Fuck. Shit went down. I'm laughing too.
Fine, man. Hey, it's cool.
But imagine though, dude, like, yeah, to be the DJ to drop all that shit and be like, yeah, like we can drop some shit that nobody's ever heard before. The shit actually sounds dope. It's quality material. And if I was just focused on DJing, I wouldn't have quality material.
Right. And plus, your like your passions go into different areas, so that's only right. And yeah, you're right. It'll help coordinate things on both ends. I do. I know. On the live aspect, I do want to do live beat showcases. Like turn my shit. I was thinking about selling my SP so I can get the MPC one. Actually,
And you see, I tagged you in Sarah's video on purpose.
yeah, that MPC one. Oh yeah, the freaking what's it called the freaking knobbies, man. She has a custom knobs.
Oh, that was?
Yeah, because the original ones they're just like gray or black, but they get the fatty knobs on top of them. Like you could switch them out. Those are dope. I know. I do want to use the SP, but because I was just gonna load beats into it. I haven't had a chance. That's what I wanted to do last week too. I forgot about that. I wanted to load beats into it and then just play them. Right, manipulate the effects. Go to the next beat. Like a beat showcase. I can't really do anything besides mess with the effects. But I don't know. I want to get that MPC one though. It's been taunting me to get
MPC one. That's a G Bob, ain't it?
What do you mean?
$1,000.
G. Oh my bad.
I'm sorry. Yeah, after I said that, because like when you said that shit last night, I was like, nigga, I don't be saying no LA slang or West Coast slang. And then like after I said that, I was like, oh shit. I was like, yeah, I guess I do.
I don't know. I mean, that's
a G Bob, $1,000.
Okay, a G. I can understand a G. I'm sorry.
Yeah, nah.
No, it's not.
It's $699 and $700.
$7. Yep.
Yeah, because that's how much this damn controller was. Or no, this one's a G Bob. But I was gonna get that. I was like, man, I could buy the what's it called? Or buy that. And then I ended up getting the fucking micro from you. And I'm like, yeah, because that's what I was gonna do. I was gonna either buy that, but I got the micro and this DJ controller. That's the best of both worlds for me. Because all I really need is the damn pads. And
do you use Tractor?
Huh?
Do you use Tractor Pro?
I use Serato.
Serato. What is that? A Pioneer? What controller do you have?
Pioneer DDJ SX3, Sam X-Ray 3.
I was thinking about getting the DDJ 2. Is it 200?
SB. Hold on, what you mean?
Is it the 200? There's a Pioneer DJ that it's like because there's a 100. Is it a 100? There's a 100 that's like cheap, right? And there's a 200 that's like mid-level starting, beginning. Yeah, let me see what it's called. I wanted to get one because I wanted to practice too, honestly. Because why not? You know what I mean? Making
Yeah,
music, might as well DJ.
for real.
DDJ series S.
Like the SB2.
No, see that's too much shit. See, there's the DDJ 400. Then there's I think they make a 200 and a 100. The 100 is like cheap plastic and like not cheap plastic,
Like
but
my old controller. I got a which one I got? I got the DDJ Ergo. That's what I got. That's my older controller.
Oh, see,
ERGO.
they have a DDJ 200. That shit's $150.
Damn, that's a come up. The Ergo, I paid $250 or $300 for that bitch.
I think the 400. Yeah, 300. Yeah, the DDJ 400 has like everything that you would need, and it's 250.
2-channel, 250.
2-channel, yes sir. 2-channel DJ controller for it uses record box DJ though. Wait,
Yeah, so that's the difference in model numbers. The difference in model numbers is which software they send you with you. So like there's Record Box and then there's Serato. So then just look for the same one and it'll be a Serato one. Like it'll be if the 400 is Record Box, then the 300 is probably the Serato one. You know what I mean?
well, there's a 3. Let's see if there's a 300.
Because like they got it at the same price point but different softwares.
SB3 with scratch pad.
Yeah, that's the Jazzy Jeff scratch pad one.
That's 250. The SB3.
You said it's 250?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is a scratch pad? I don't know what that is.
So basically, like the pads that you get on the bottom, right? Hold up, I could kind of do this. Boom.
Scratch pads on the bottom of the actual unit.
Yeah, so these buttons right here, you see, they on the bottom of that. Basically, DJ Jazzy Jeff, the Magnificent, has went through over with Serato and recorded his specific types of scratches sounds and shit. So they have like a scratch mode on the fucking software with that controller. Press one of the pads and do different scratch sounds and shit. So that way, if you don't really know how to scratch yet, you can at least still have some scratching sounds in your shit by pressing the scratch buttons on the scratch pad.
Oh shoot, I might have to get this. This is $249.
Like if you look at the information on that bitch, you'll be buy it for real.
I better not look at it.
Yeah, for real. I'm saying because when the SB2 came out, the one before that, that's when they first introduced that scratch pad shit. Oh, we partnered up with Jazzy Jeff, and then Jazzy Jeff's doing a little infomercial shit, so Authority buys based off that too.
Yeah, you can't tell me one of the 4 pillars of hip hop gonna be doing, doing that. Tell me that to buy this, I'm gonna believe them.
Yeah, they know that. They know that. They're like, yes, excellent.
Yeah, excellent.
Yeah. It was dope because Busta Rhymes, shout out to Busta Rhymes. His album just came out, and
I didn't listen to it yet. There's a track with Kendrick.
Yeah.
My brother sent it to me. I haven't even listened to it. My brother had been sending me shit, and I was like, man, I gotta.
If Young Crackett made a post something about that. But Busta Rhymes, he was like, man, this was the first Premiere record I had. The first record I had with Premiere, and Premiere was fucking scratching it. And I'm like, man, just imagine.
Premiere.
Imagine Premiere scratching you one of your records, man. Come on, man.
Hey, that beat I just played you was influenced by Premiere for sure. The shortcuts. The shortcuts, because back in the day, the sample rate wasn't even that long. So you would have to manipulate it as much as you can, and that's how you get that type of sound. I learned that real quick. Because I would cut 4 bars. Oh, no, 8 bars. I would cut an 8-bar sample and then distribute it between the 16 pads. And it gave you that amount. Am I doing the math right?
Of 16 pads.
Yeah, so it became 16th chops, right? And then they came up with those short chops like you get that part.
You only got enough from the way you chopped it. You only got that much in. Dig it.
Yeah, and then I would switch up. I would go through the different chops. Like, oh, this sounds dope. This sounds like a little primo beat. Like it sounds like a primo chop.
Dude,
you know what I mean? That kind of shit.
Yeah, fucking Wu-Tang style, resident shit.
Yeah, same shit.
Same
Because
shit.
he used a Roland sampler.
Mm.
I forgot what it's called, but he used that shit. Freaking huge ass thing, bro. Like it's like those little those plastic buttons. It's all good sounds. The clicks from the plastic to plastic that you when you push it, like on the MPCs, the old
That's what
MPC.
I'm tripping off of because there was what's the shit called? Linda, right? So on Linda, I was doing all the music courses and shit, and they had this thing called shakers and movers in a directing thing. So they have a whole panel with producers, whole panel and like movie producers, and a whole panel with movie directors. And then I watched a whole panel with music producers. And they had Manny Fresh, Beats by the Pound. Like it was a whole panel of all them, right? And they
Yeah,
was all talking about they one piece of equipment that they had and how much they used everything out of it. They was talking about the ASR and the fucking SP 1200, right?
SP12.
And now that the
That's the Roland, right? The SP 1200. Am I wrong? I don't want to sound dumb.
is rolling, right? If you got an SP 404, then yeah, it's still SP. So yeah, they was using the SP 1200. Now everybody's making their pictures with the SP 2400 now. A-Track just made his picture yesterday with his SP 2400. And it's just funny when you look at it, it's like you look at it like, how the fuck did you make beats on that? But then you know like how to make beats. You still look at it like, well, how did you make beats on that?
That shit is running $8,000.
What, the SP 1200?
Yeah,
Crazy.
refurbished with the floppy.
Crazy. 8 Gs.
All EMU systems, SP 1200. It's EMU. That's the Ghost and NPC. There's some scratches there. Oh shoot, that shit's expensive. They sell it on Reverb. Somebody selling it for 7,700. You are crazy. Yeah,
How much
EMU.
is the new one? Jeez, right?
I don't think they make a new one.
Yeah, the SP 2400.
Oh, well, I don't know about my shit, do I? 24,
That's what we here for, babe.
24.
Good shit. Shit.
What does this shit look like? I'm
Big
trying to
ass
see what it
black
looks like.
box. You ain't been seeing what I'm talking about? The reason why I seen is
Oh,
because
I did
like
see.
Ski
It's
Beats,
new, but
Young Guru.
it's newer, but it's old still. Is that what you're talking about? It's. Oh wait, no.
It's new, but it look old.
Let me type in the real
Yeah.
Come on now.
I seen it because of Young
SP
Guru,
100.
Ski Beats, A-Track.
Dominic, dang, you chomping on the chips like I could hear you. You're laughing. I'm not seeing it. SP 2400.
Yeah. Man,
I see my SP 404. Oh, this one's A. This is a new one. I got the SP 404 SX.
let's see. Ski Beats.
But yeah, I mean, I do want to use the SP still, but the 404. But I don't know. I kind of want to be able to make beats on the go. What is that? That's the 1200.
2400.
That's the 2400.
Look at these fools got it all out as like a beta. Oh, this is a 1200. That is a 1200. What the fuck is this shit that everybody? I know I'm
It's
not
the
tripping.
1200. They still chopping with the old shit.
Hold on.
They're chopping with the old stuff, bro.
Hold up, man.
You can't imitate a classic.
I know what I'm. Hold
I mean, you
up,
can.
man. Hold up. I'm not tripping. I'm not tripping. I know I'm not tripping. Got a different one? Oh, man. I seen it. Hey. Hey. Damn, am I tripping?
Crazy.
This shit has
Tommy,
been 1200 the whole time?
it's the 1200, bro.
Damn,
It was
I'm the one
alone.
looking dumb. I could have sworn. Well, so what? People remade this and then sending it out to people.
I think they refurbish them and they send them to the what was that?
That's A Track with his. Like,
Oh
why?
yeah,
If this shit's been out this whole time, then why within the past couple fucking months, all these producers are saying like you didn't see Knife Wonder when he got it?
maybe there's somebody who's redoing them,
Hmm.
like you know how they not redesign. Well, I guess redesign it, like well they refurbish them, but they make them custom.
Yeah.
Like you ever seen them custom NPCs before? And they'll change the buttons and like change all the different stuff like that.
Why every nigga I'm going to ain't got their pictures up no more? Fucking Young Guru and Knife Wonder. Who else had it? Remember that dude I tagged you in that one time, and I was like, "Hey, this beat is dope." He was like, "Yeah, this
Yeah,
shit crazy," and then he came and liked it. That dude
yeah.
had it too later.
I'm not gonna use that. No floppy. Dominic, why are you like right by the
Dotson.
door?
Dotson.
Go in your room. Sorry, over here making all this noise. I'm like, what are you doing? I mean,
That shit sound good, man. Shit.
I know you're over here trying to listen. Stop listening.
Hey man, you can't help it, man. Shit.
Yeah, no, I know. Just kidding. I, because I can hear him breathing. Like he can't breathe out of his nose. Dominic, I can hear you.
Mm.
Open the door.
And that's the funny part, cause like however he turns out, like whatever kind of great human being he's gonna be in the future, and whatever his passion is, he's still gonna stem back and be like, "So how come you like?" He's like, "Well, when I was younger, my father."
And his friends
I used to
was
overhear, like because it's exposure. It's all based off exposure in terms of what you end up doing. Then it makes it real in your world versus just being some far fetched memory or
he
possibility.
wants to start streaming.
You want to start streaming
Yeah, like playing. Like he plays Roblox.
Minecraft? Oh, Roblox. Yeah, that's my name. How old is Dominic now?
7. He's about to be 8 in January. Yeah, I was like, dude, maybe I could practice building this PC. Then I'll give that to you. And
Very
then when I
good.
want to make my Hackintosh / blah blah blah, then I'll be on there, and then we could stream together. Then I'm gonna just transform his room into a streaming studio for him.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Fuck,
He
man.
likes it. I mean, he's already doing it. Like he, ever since he was younger, when he started playing Xbox, he had nobody to talk to, right? So he'll narrate his stuff already because he watches all those videos. Like
Mm.
I was like, "Why are you talking to yourself?" He's like, "I know I'm crazy." You got crazy. And then he'll narrate his stuff. I was like, "Oh, easy. You could just
You're already
easy."
practicing skills, son.
Read
Look at you. You're
it.
future proofing yourself. I see.
It's that time. He's a little nervous. He's like, "You know what? I think I want to stream." I was like, "All right, I got you, man." You got to play a super popular game though if you want to stream. I'll tell him that.
But Minecraft.
Well, Roblox is freaking popular, so it's crazy, stupid popular. But yeah, it's crazy. Shoot, what time is it already? Oh, it's like 12:38. All right, I
Yeah,
guess we can. That seems good right now. So what are we gonna work on, or what are you gonna work on for this next
all
coming
right.
up?
So the thing that I got planned, right? Okay. Yeah, I just wanted to talk about this as a caveat. Is for me personally, right? For my own personal mental health. Obviously, I just put out one of the most vulnerable ass videos ever about my life and shit, and hopefully it helps somebody.
I commend you on that, bro. It's a big man to do that, and you're helping people by doing that.
Shit crazy.
I appreciate
Hopefully, I'm gonna stop being a bitch too, because just like how you didn't let me be a bitch with that flute and you put it in the front,
you. You always reference that one.
because it was like in the back of the room, just talking. You know what I mean? He was like, "Nah, nigga, sit in the front of the class." Like shit, like damn,
So you in trouble. You're in trouble now. Really.
fuck.
Hey,
I got to
gems. You got to put them in the front.
put them in the front, so I'm gonna take that same video and upload it to the YouTube too, and I guess I'm gonna put it under like a Dark Days personal whatever playlist, and just fucking every Wednesday for these next 9 weeks, you're gonna get some personal shit on what I did to get out the shit, and we're just slowly we're crawling through what I crawled through, you know. And
Yeah.
when I was watching Evan the other day, he said, "Man, Instead, he's like, just make the videos for you 5 years ago. Make the videos. You're talking about making videos to help motherfuckers. Make videos with the mindset that you're just helping yourself from 5 years ago. I'm like, okay, well, from
Oh, that's
5 years
good.
ago, 5 years ago, Tim was working at Ty Lopez, about to do the BMI and about to put out Bright Smile. And that one song only existed until another 5 years later where we started doing our stuff. And it's like, if I was giving advice to that Tim, then yeah, I'd be like, hey, nigga, you make beats like this. Like, I give the feedback that you're giving me. Like, hey, the journey shit. Like, I would have give that from 5 years ago. Like, hey, man, remember you was making them cues and you spent $300 for the taxi subscription. They were saying, oh, make these kind of beats and shit. Like, you would have kept doing that shit. If you would have did that a different way, you would have be having those placements. Now that 300 a year, well, yeah, you know what I'm saying? 300 a year, and then the way they had to do it over there was you had to copyright your shit. But see, no, the verbiage only said you needed to be the copyright owner of the work in order to submit. So that made you feel that you had to go be all official and copyright your shit versus having the know-how that once you create the work and you have a reference to show that when it was created, and that could be your reference to show in court, that is legally your copyright. Because once the work is created, a copyright is being created.
Okay.
But you go to the copyright office, shout out to copyright.gov.
Yes, sir.
You ever want to get your shit copywritten and you don't have to do it the poor man's copyright way? You can go to copyright.gov where you can electronically upload your file and fill out the shit to actually get the shit copywritten. You can pay $65 for one song to be copywritten, or you can pay $85 for a whole album to be copywritten. So
Oh, wow.
then, if you're a person with not a lot of money, you be thinking to yourself, like, nigga, I ain't gonna pay. Like, if I would have did the way I'm doing Dark Days, like, nigga, I ain't gonna pay $65 to drop a single every fucking time. Like, nigga, you really start looking at your singles like, nigga, you really want to spend $65 on that shit. That's a game, nigga.
I know. I don't even make $65 off my streams right now.
Thank
Yeah.
you, right?
Let everybody know we don't make shit off of our stuff yet.
Yet.
That's where you guys come in.
Listen to our shit. Go follow our playlist, motherfuckers. We're adding more shit to it as we release shit because we got shit to distribute. We create chop. And that's what was dope that you said is like the shit that you learned when you wasn't on the chop section. Just like I made that one track called Just Like Magic, not recorded. And like that was one of my best tracks. And it's heard through the podcast if niggas listen. But it ain't heard in the best quality that could be heard in. But you get the gist of how dope the track is. And it's like, because I got my brother Polies in there, you know what I'm saying? Got my
Yeah, those roly polies, man. Hey, real quick, did you like the roly polies in this past one that I sent that I did? The one I played here, the one right now.
The one
that I just played.
You played the Triumph beat?
Yeah, you call it that one. The one with the squatty beat. The squatty.
I didn't hear the roly polies. I just heard nice ass snares. I didn't hear toms.
You know, I didn't do toms. It was snares with kicks.
Okay. But you said just in terms of the way that you was rolling with the pattern, because I didn't see. Maybe that's my misconception because I call it roly polies because I'm thinking toms as a transition. But yeah, I just heard dope. Like I was fucking with those drums. Like when I was listening to it, I was like, damn man, these drums. Because the snare was really like, you know what I'm saying? Like it make you. That's what I love about music when you create a song, and even if you want to resist it, if the song makes you go, you know, like if you watch the video back.
You can't stop that. You can't.
You can't resist it. When music does that to you, that's the shit I love about it. It's like, oh shit, like you can't avoid it. So yeah, I like the drum patterns that you use in the last track. Yes, 100%. And I thought I said it because I was thinking it. I was like, man, like when I went like this, I was like, dang, drums. I didn't say nothing because I knew by you playing the music, and then if I said something, it would have canceled out the music. So I was quiet, but I was meaning to say something, but then like I guess I didn't say that.
It's all good. You had the facial expressions, but just to get the people.
So now you know the correlation, you know.
I appreciate
that. Them drums were not, and that's what I'm saying, man. People, Decap was talking about it last time on the stream where he said like, ain't no such thing as the loudness wars between the dogs. It's like all that shit is in your head, and he said, you know how I know? Because I made all my sounds and I tested them on all the fucking dogs. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm decap, nigga. I'm drilled to dot, nigga. Like, so I know how it sounds. He's like, dude, I use Ableton, I use FL. Like, he's used Reason and all this shit. And so he's like, man, like, now you know Pro Tools, Logic. And I'm like, yeah. But I know personally, I have that machine. And because I did it, I put the shit in battery and I played the same samples, same shits. And it don't sound the same. I play the
Maybe it's the
same patterns.
processing. It might be the processing because the processing
Because it's an instrument, because Machine 2 opens up as an instrument on an instrument track versus it. But no, Battery opens as an instrument too.
well, I don't know. Maybe it's just
They
the way
they both native instruments.
when machines like specifically for drums. I
Yeah,
mean,
maybe the way that the plug-in processes drums.
yeah, it might be the
versus
processing.
because battery's supposed to process drums too. Batteries for drums.
But I mean, it might not be as good. You know, it just the qualities might be different. This is its own thing. You know, it's its own thing. I mean, battery is too, but that's just. But it's not like a whole.
It's
like,
not a whole DAW. Like that's what I was noticing when I was watching Frontside. Frontside kickflip is not the name of
Switch frontside flip.
Switch frontside flip. Yeah, that's what was funny. That moment, I love those moments. Those are like my own personal thing because when you said it, you was gonna name it something else, and then you stop, and then you stop, and then you named it, and then boom, and like for me, like when I was making Luxury Flights, I think it was like I went over to halftime and I had it at eighth notes or I had it at quarter notes or something, and I was just about to leave it at that, and then I was about to hit the X, and I was like, you know what? And I went down and clicked on eighth note, and then it sounded better, and I left it at that, and I was like, dang, look how important that one moment was. You know what I mean? Like it's insignificant, but it's so important because like you plan to do this and like that whole redirection. That's why I think I trip off of. Like he was gonna call it this, and then he was like, and then he was like, I don't know how to do that move, but I like it every time I see it. Like,
yeah. When I did the name for it, it's because it switched up, right? I switched up the sample. I was like, switch up. Switch frontside flip because I like the move. I can't do that, but
you edit it in Photoshop and you look back through the history of what edits took place. It was like the switch up.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, I switched it right here. Boom. But yeah. Well, so what else are you gonna?
So
my bad.
So in the midst of this, I've released Summertime Happiness on this past Sunday, and it came out in full on Monday. And Friday, Ancient Discoveries came out, first track off the shit. So in the middle of it, I still got 5 tracks that I want to release. Like I haven't touched the arrangement or nothing because I could sit there and let another year pass without this damn album coming out. If I really want to tweak it and make it better and all that, but I was like, no, track where I was. Let that be that timestamp and that time capsule, and it represents. Everybody knows what it represents now because I fucking said it, and so that's gonna always be that. But I have 5 tracks that I was going to release. Summertime Happiness is one of them on the release. But and remember I said I made all those the last week, 2 weeks ago now. I made all the album covers. So I'm just gonna go down the line. Just Like Magic is the next one that I'm probably gonna come out with. That's the difficult part too, because like sometimes I'll be thinking like, should I release the song because I'm releasing it as a cook-up session? Like Luxury Flights is one of the songs that I'm gonna release, but I just put out Luxury Flights as episode 6 on the shit from this past Monday. Yeah, so on Monday I had a song drop and the cook-up session still drop.
Nice.
And then on Friday, Ancient Discoveries drop. So I'm just gonna say one. We're gonna have a low expectation and say we just want to put out Just Like Magic. And I was really thinking if I should just leave it at 1 minute and 36 seconds, let it just be that low, whoop, and just say, because I feel it.
Yeah, just leave it like that. Sometimes you just got to hit them with that, and then let them.
If I gave you a 5 minute and 49 second one, here's a 1 minute 30 second. And then everybody gonna be like, man, I like that song, but it's just too short. I'm like, yeah, I know.
Play it
first
again.
episode. Play
Play
it
it
again.
again.
Give me that 30 seconds.
Yeah, play some more. Fine.
I think I'm gonna put out that, especially if I only put out a minute and a half. Then if I put that out, then the next one in line is I think On Track. I got a list in my notebook. But yeah, either way, 2 to 3 tracks is gonna get released next week because on next Friday, Fragile Openings is the next one already set to release. I already pressed the button, dude. It's like DEF CON. It's like, we press this button, we can't stop it. There it goes. Like, like, you mean all the way until Christmas, the shit is just gonna continuously happen by itself? Like, yeah. So just strap on for the fucking ride, nigga. So Fragile Openings is next Friday. By this next week, so Monday, we can have out Just Like Magic. That's weird. Maybe dropping 2 singles a week for the next shit. At least till these next 5 come out.
Yeah. It's like, yeah, don't burn yourself out because I know we got to release these podcasts and stuff too. So
yeah, so
that's good. That's a good solid week though. That's a solid week. Solid for real. Solid.
And yeah, and that's why I got my rhythm too in terms of when I edit the podcast and just my workflow. So that's the last thing. Like I'm only just deciding now. Like, do I have it in my budget to just pay for the instant dialogue cleaner? Because like, if I'm being real with myself, because I had to figure out the workflow. I need to. So after we take this footage, it's an MP4. The MP4 has all the different MP3 channels of audio, you know? And so the whack part is I can't just grab this and take the audio and be like, hey, levelator, hey, fucking instant dialogue cleaner, and then go into Final Cut and then put it in. I got to go into Final Cut with everything, then export it out, just the audio, raw, then do the rest of that shit. So now that I know how to do it, I'm like, okay, is that a faster process than me doing what I'm already doing? Right? Going in there. Cause then I don't gotta, that's the whole point is like, with that other step, I gotta export it twice versus I'm exporting once. Like I do one export after I chop everything up and I edit the audio in there, one export, and then I convert that to MP3, and now I got my 2 exports and I have YouTube and then Podbean. Versus this other shit, yeah, I'm using faster tools, right? Because I get to do shit, but now I got an extra step, which means I got to do this part. So is it faster if I got to do the extra step? I don't know. What you plan, man? What's this next week looking like for you?
I might have to do 3 chop sections this week. One for this week, one for the next week, and then one for the week after that. But I'm deciding maybe I might do one later, or but that's the goal, to do 3 chop sections. I do want to try to shop some of these beats. I know it's not good to shop one beat out. You know what I mean? It has to be like a beat pack. Right. Yeah, at least 3 or 5. I think I have like 3. I have another one that I'm working on. I'll play a little snippet real quick. I think I have it loaded up. This one's not done. It has some stuff I have to take care of on it, but I don't know if I play this one. See, it starts out the same. It's that same type of beat. I mean, that type of feel. Is it too loud? Are we good?
And like, yeah, because like that's Lupe. That's Lupe all day. It's something about slurred. I don't know. Maybe when I think of Lupe, I always think back to Testify. I got to testify. I'm up in the spot looking extra fly.
Oh yeah.
Which is basically a Move On Up sample, which is horns once again. You got them horns the way they, and it made me think back to Enemy of the State Lupe. That mode. You know
Okay.
what I'm saying? Like zeitgeist. I'm gonna tell you about some shit that's esoteric that the mainstream don't know about, like that kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? Um,
Kanye influence for
oh,
sure.
you already know because of the way the fucking the way you got the little on the way the snares is. Come on,
Yeah.
man. You hear the
I-
way the are those still kind of hi hats, even though they sound like real fucking cymbals? You know what I mean?
Let me see. Oh, they're open hats.
Open hats.
Open
Yeah.
hats. So yeah, if you put more pressure on it, it's closed, right? You get the tighter sound, and then if you go midway, you get the open hat.
Yeah. So the way them open hats are hidden with the combination of the snare, it lets you know how Kanye influenced you, But when you hear it, the way that pattern is since it's a familiar, right? Because as soon as you hear it, it's like, you know what I'm saying? You already know. And then that sample over the top is that's what you do with your samples. You want to make it non-intrusive so the person can be on it.
Right.
When I would use a sample, I want to make it interesting because I know ain't nobody gonna be on it. So I'm gonna make it all sound weird as fuck and do all kind of shit.
Yeah, dude. My goal is to feel that person to be on it. I make beats for rappers. Like
Point blank.
yeah, point blank.
And that's what your video needs. You need to do one video next week and say that. I make beats for rappers. So if you hear a motherfucking chop section, you see how we was ripping these fucking sounds and all the shit off. Like fucking record a freestyle to my beat. Like normally at the end of the section, you play a good amount of the shit to where they can put a freestyle. And then boom, create that dialogue. Like whether it's I might do one. I can still finish that straight out. Man, you play straight out. I got it in the notes. I gotta practice it though. It's fast as fuck cadence.
Oh
But
yeah.
if I do that, that could be one. And that's what's dope about it. The main thing that I need you to understand is that we are creating our own BuzzFeed.
Yeah.
Because in BuzzFeed, I was watching back when I was all doing the direct photography movie shit. I was watching South by Southwest a lot. And there's one specific South by Southwest where it's interviewing a nigga from BuzzFeed. BuzzFeed nigga was telling him how they blew up, what the fuck they do, and all this shit. And this is what he said. He said, man, you're creating a network. He said, you know what we do when we release new content? Light it up. That's what we call it. We light up the network, which means like BuzzFeed this, BuzzFeed whatever. All these little subsidiary BuzzFeed channels and people that fuck with them, they all promote the same shit when it's coming out. So hey, chop section's out, boom, and then you just see boop, 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 light up the network. Everybody in the network knows because we're all running the same program. Chop section out, boom, boom, put your own taste on it, bow, bow, and that's what BuzzFeed do, and that's how they shit blew up because instead of you just being Nappoo saying, hey, go fuck with the chop section, now it's like Nappoo, Chete. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you light it all up. And no matter what, you're still going to get residual people to come through and follow through just by the word of mouth. Because even though I'm putting out the motherfucking chop section shits and maybe one person looks at the shit, that one person is still one more person than what you didn't have just by you posting it. And
Right.
no matter what, if we just continue on that shit, we all going to just look at it one day. It's like excellent because it's like, all right, like this is what Evan said too. He said, man, you're one podcast, and if you're redistributing it as content, then you got your one thing that you feed, and you're just chopping off these trees and then sorting them out and meal planning. Basically, this podcast is our meal plan. We go through, and then our individual personal shows, weekly shows that we do, is another piece of the meal plan. And all we got to do is take the meal plan and say, hey, this is all the food we cook for the week. I broke 2 kids. I walked in the crib. I got 2 kids and my baby mama late. You know what So I had to did what I had to did because I had to get. But yeah.
That's the shit, man. That's funny that you did that.
But yeah, we just take the fucking fruit, man. Because this is where I feel I'm lacking at, and I'm still trying to find the time. Because just like you said, don't get burned out. I'm trying to find the balance because when I only put my chair on the work side and I work the whole week from the work side, I don't feel right, and I can guarantee that I've done it. This past week was a representation of it. Or in the week when I put out all the episodes, that was another representation of it. My mental health was not in the best place because I was only working and there was no play. It's like, but if I'm only on the play side, I don't like it either because I know I'm not getting no work done. So I'm still trying to find that balance. But
yeah.
I don't know what the fucking point I was making. Because I forgot to do it.
Hey, no, I get what you're saying. Hey, you just got to keep it consistent. Keep doing what you're doing, but keep it in a balance so that you feel happy. At the end of this, it's important to feel happy, but with what you're doing and how you're best representing yourself. And no, and I agree. I agree with that. I understand. Like, yeah, but for the rest of the stuff, that video you're talking about just putting a definite stamp on me of like what I
make beats for rappers. So if you rap, just like I'm gonna go find that Timbaland. Because that's how Justine Skye started fucking with Timbaland. She took Timbaland, you know how Timbaland used to make his beats on Instagram, and then he'll record himself and he all like feeling the beat.
Yeah, he always said it was a little bit.
Right? And then the girl took that video, so basically jacked it, right?
Right.
Y'all could jack our shit, but she jacked it, and then she sung her cover to it and recorded herself singing the cover to it, and then sent that shit to them. They ended up finding out, oh, this shit crazy. She did it again. Oh, this shit crazy. Oh, well, let's do some more. And then next thing you know, nigga flew out, and then she was in the studio with him. So we could do the same shit.
That's crazy. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I do want to put out some free beats or something like that, and like do like a remix competition or not remix, but like a bar 16 bar
freestyle. Because like when I'm in back when Cassidy hasn't done a live stream in a long time. Everybody who did live streams, even Afion Crockett was sang that thing. Everybody who say, "Hey, come on, bring your talent onto my Instagram live show, come on and show me your talent." Everybody's willing to do that because every artist wants to get heard, and they know if one extra person hears them, that's another person along the shit. So if you're already a dope producer,
Send me back.
we didn't freeze this whole time until now.
I was like, "Bro, you okay?"
Yeah, I'm sitting like, yeah, I'm like, oh, we frozen. But yeah, like everybody wants to get heard because they know by being heard, an extra person provides an opportunity to know somebody, to say something to somebody. So if you can open up the channels with each episode and say, hey, if you rap, fuck with one of the shits, record yourself rapping to my shit and send it to me. DM to me. I might post it on my wall, your own feed. If you rip that shit, if you don't, I'm just gonna be like, thanks. Like, but at least you get some more feedback because most people, we do this shit. What do? We all in our own head about the shit.
Right.
We're all in our own head about the shit. And I met one dude along that shit, and I was like, you know what? I was apprehensive about putting out a song that was 5 minutes because it wasn't under 3 minutes. I said, you know what? Fuck that. I'm taking the shit from Dido, you know? If you don't make music that you like to hear, then why make it? Like, nigga, I like to hear tracks that switch up. I like to hear tracks that got a story. I like to hear psychedelic shit. I sent it to one dude from the Discord, and he said, man, this shit is really psychedelic. And then the other person said, hey, this reminds me of the Pink Floyd shit. And like, the Pink Floyd shit is from when everybody told me, like, oh, if you ever did LSD, you should go listen to the Pink Floyd album because he did it on LSD. So you can be where he was when he did it. And I'm like, oh, shit. And when you listen to it on LSD, you're like, oh, fuck, okay, I understand what they're saying. But all it really is Foley. All it really is I'm taking you mentally to a movie and experience this old like grandfather clock sound and all this little different shit. Like you're lost in your imagination, and I feel like I accomplished it in that track to where people with active imaginations. I grew up thinking I had an overactive imagination. Ain't no such thing. Fuck all that. You got an active imagination. And other motherfuckers shit just ain't active, so they think your shit is overactive because they ain't active.
Right. It was knocked. I hated that. Oh, you do that? You do that? I hate when they used to say that to me. Like, shut up, man. You're just boring.
Come on. Thank you. Thank you.
That's why you're in that situation that you are in right now because you lack the imagination to get out of it. Like, come on. It's the truth. Not boasting us or anything.
No,
just
we boasting us. Because that was the thing you said, like, man, when you got a limitation to where you can't be creative, like, think about it. My creativity was, hey, if I'm put in a bad mood, I know I can get out of this bad mood by doing a cartwheel. And it was like, but damn, what if you can't do cartwheels? I'm like, fuck. Well, I'll go dance, and I dance at clubs and shit. What if you can't go dance? Fuck. Like,
Oh, but the thing is that you're always finding something else to do.
thank you.
Yeah.
Exactly. And that's
Always
the
trying to
point.
find a way to get out.
Because we're creative. We had to create something. I'm like, well, music was always there. Oh, you're right. Yeah, make music. Yeah, you're right. DJ. Yeah, you're right. Because if I can't dance, at least y'all niggas could dance. Y'all dance for me.
Right? Y'all dance for me. Someone's good.
DJ got dancers.
That's funny.
For real shit. And play video games, man.
So the video, yeah, and play video games for sure. My bad, I didn't mean to cut you off.
And that video, and this, look, yeah, I'm finna double it up for you. That video that you make, where you say, "Hey, I make beats for rappers, and I make beats every week on Chop Section," can double as your intro on your YouTube video.
True, that could be my tag. I make beats for rappers. Shh, shut up. So, I don't know.
Something though. Yeah, let that all be in the advertisement. That's your whole brand. I make beats for rappers.
Yeah. Oh, true. Could go with that rollout. Because nobody really says they can't
be clear about what you want.
Yeah, exactly. I make beats for rappers. That's a statement. I'm gonna put that on a shirt, bro. It's good. It's cool. Nappoo line.
You seen it here first. Chop Section's got to upgrade to the clothing line. Follow the Chop Section.
So besides the video, actually that's good. Now I got more things to think about. Yeah, the 3 Chop Sections. I want to place another beat out on Spotify. I want more get the playlist up so we can get more plays up on there. So I have my shit rolling still.
My shit rolling right now. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, let me open up Spotify in here and make sure. But yeah.
Yep, mine's still playing right now. Yep, mine's still playing right now. How much plays?
Yeah, it's on Chill Hop right now. You on Crimson Sea. Huh?
Did you check your streams on your?
I did. And that shit was like August, September, October.
That shit went up higher, yeah. And you go to, and after the quarter's over, you go to your bank. You got a nice, pretty $2 up in there.
Yeah, nice $2.22, just chilling.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny, man. Oh, that's funny. It's
followers now. Since I got 14 followers now. Oh, we're doing
it.
Yes,
nice.
14. That's that. Thank you for the 14 people. Like, you don't know how much that means to me.
Shout out to the 14.
Yeah, let's see where they're listening out of. We got 5 out of LA, 1 in Santa Ana, 1 in Charlotte, 1 in San Francisco, and 1 in San Antonio. Oh, 1 in Cyprus, 1 in Vegas, 1 in Austin.
Hey, that's me.
Yeah, Austin, Chino. Oh, 1 in New York, 1 in Santa Maria. Shout out to EJ in Santa Maria.
Let's go.
Yeah, hell yeah. Hey, I appreciate everybody on there.
Shout out to New York and everybody. You know what I'm
saying? Thanks. Who listen to me out there? You know me. I'm gonna put. I think I want to put out one of those rap beats. I'll keep it. I'll chop it to like one. I'll chop it to like 120 or something like that. Maybe put some ad libs and shit. Somebody speaking on it. Just make it.
So imagine if you did a
remix.
Now you spend $33 advertisement. You got you like 300 likes or some shit, right?
Yeah, 2 followers.
2 followers, 300 likes.
Yeah.
Imagine if the video was somebody won $50 and you still promoted it like that.
Yeah, I'll cash out them like $50 or something like that.
Yeah.
If they win. Yeah, I'll do that.
So you made the video, you promoted it, and there's a $50 prize.
Yep. Just put the link in the link tree to download the freaking.
Send them straight to a Media Fire kind of thing.
Yeah.
The way you did it back with the Bandcamp days, you know what I'm saying?
Or even
Babylon and I.
SoundCloud. It could be
Huh?
on SoundCloud too, because you could put it to download, right? And then you're just like, oh,
Oh shit, you could. Yeah, yeah. Oh,
that's
cause
too.
you just pay for the unlimited SoundCloud?
No, I
Oh
don't.
shit.
I just don't have shit up on there.
Okay.
I'll need
Them shit's
unlimited.
all taken up because I had my DJ sets on there. So that shit took up no space quick as fuck, man.
Yeah, man.
But
Oh, Bandcamp is a good one too, though. They could pay you for it. Like, oh, actually, I might do it on Bandcamp. You can download it, and they could donate to you if they want to. So
I've been working on my website.
I have not. Damn it.
2 days ago or Friday, Thursday and Friday, I was looking up shit. Thursday, I started typing in the shit because I
Yeah.
made me a WooCommerce account.
What's that?
Commerce is a way that you can have your digital store.
Oh, see, I don't know how to set up the Beat store. That's what I need to learn how to do. So I don't
It
have.
could be a beat store too. Yeah. So WooCommerce, you can sell physical and digital products, right?
Okay.
You got a free account, obviously. What we on right now? Free account for product and digital, but then like you got to pay if you got some other kind of shit. But basically, so I got WordPress. My website is a WordPress website,
Okay.
and when you log into WordPress and you edit, it's basically like a blogging shit, but then you use the plugins and like you can edit the theme and that's the website, right? So the
Right.
plugins, I downloaded like a gang of plugins yesterday or Thursday, where I downloaded the YouTube plugin shit. So that way on the website I could just have a YouTube playlist playing on my website, but it's our playlist, right? So I can link to the fucking cook up session playlist. I can link to the producer thoughts playlist. I went and downloaded a podcasting plugin, so that way I could just have every time we got new episodes, boom, that's just running on the shit. I downloaded an Instagram feed one, so that shit just automatically on the website. I just want the shit to just be boop, 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 right? So WooCommerce added some extra shit to my website. It added a cart and an account to where people go to the website. This is what I was practicing doing, right? As if so over the next 9 weeks coming out to Christmas, the fucking Dark Days album is going to drop single by single. I was like, but I could say, oh, but you can go to my website and buy it if you want to be early and spend the $10 and support your boy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And buy it straight off the shit. You'll get a digital download. It'll be a zip file. They have all 9 songs and the cover art in there. Boom, $10, $9.99 on my website. But you can hear it single by single for the next 9 weeks, or you can go buy it right now on my name Boris. If you want to support the boy. And then at the bottom, I got donate page, right? So you can donate through Cash App, donate through PayPal, donate through Streamlabs, how we do on Twitch. And was it a third, fourth one? I don't know. But yeah, the latest thing with doing the WooCommerce, because now I have a digital product to sell, that can open up all the rest of the shit. So like imagine if you have an album, which is your digital product, what's to say that you can't create your digital ebook? Because a digital ebook ain't nothing but motherfucking PDFs. Ain't nothing but a damn PowerPoint presentation. I spent $97 on a PowerPoint presentation. I was like, man, this shit ain't nothing but a PowerPoint presentation. And it was some girl who marketed real good on YouTube about business credit. Because this is right after I bought I made the LLC for Mess Music to make the whole publishing company shit. And so she said, hey, this you want to learn how to learn to do business credit and all this shit, pay me $97 for this PDF. I got all the game. So I get the shit. And yeah, you get all the game. You learn about Dun and Bradstreet and how to get your tax ID. You get all that. But it still boils down to having good credit. If you got that, then you won't be gate kept. I didn't have that, so I got gate kept. But I spent that $97 on the information, and I still feel to this day it's worth that $97. And that's a digital product. So now I'm still trying to figure out what's my free product I can give to somebody and get their email. Because when you set up WooCommerce, now you got MailChimp. MailChimp is your email shit. So now it's all wrapped into one when you can say, go to my website, download my free PDF, my free ebook, which is a PDF of you teaching something that's valuable to somebody who don't know it. And now you're giving them the tools without the detriment because you already got the experience in it. And now, but so it all coming full circle. But like now we got our free product to get emails, and then we can offer digital products, and then you can offer physical products. Because now, if I say, "Oh, buy the custom Boris the Beast hats on Dropship," and then I link that through the WooCommerce, you can spend credit card, debit card, PayPal, Apple Pay, Google Pay, all on the website. And it's like, hey, Tim, you code all that shit? Hell no, I ain't code all that shit, but I bought the plugins, and the plugins was free. Like,
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get that info for sure. That sounds dope. Yeah, brother.
We out here, man.
We out here because we do this shit every week.
We do this shit every week. Hell yeah, dude. So yeah, I just wanted to share that game with you, man. Like,
oh, thank you for sharing that with everybody. Because everybody, if they want to do that, they can for sure do that shit. For sure. Oh, I turned the thing down. I was like, how come I can't hear myself? I turned my monitor down.
All that shit made sense?
What's that?
I said all that shit made sense?
Yeah, no, it did.
Okay, gangster.
You know, I've been thinking about stopping the chop section for like a season, like to make it the season, so I could focus on,
the shit,
getting beats out and getting my website out, and then continuing it again. But it's not hard to make a chop section, so I'll probably just keep doing it anyway.
Just RPG yourself.
Okay.
Because weeks that I had to do the editing of the episodes, I already had 3 cook-up sessions ready. So I didn't have to make none those weeks. I was just, I just had to do the editing part. I didn't have to film them. So this past week I had to film. I'm like, oh fuck, this shit feels weird. I'm like, dude, it feels way better being ahead of the game. Cause then, like, that's why I was messing up when I said 5, 6. I put the little 6 in there.
Yeah, you got to take that out of your vocabulary when you're recording. It's true. Yeah, I was thinking about that too. Yeah, like do chop sections every day for 1 week, and then you
just get them out, and then just edit, pop, and then boom, and then now you're good. And so that's what I was thinking. That's why I was saying, like, if I did it as a stream, then I'd really be good because I won't even have to edit and upload because it's already edited. It's already uploaded to YouTube because I did it as a stream versus I recorded it. Now I still have to edit and then upload to YouTube. Like the way I do it now is like I take a whole. Only thing that's different with the actual full episode is I put the thumbnails in there, right? I put the intro and outro thumbnails, but otherwise it's the raw footage of the shit. Boom. So if I did a stream, if I made a thumbnail, I can't make the thumbnail before the stream. I can make the thumbnail during the stream. I can make the beat, make the thumbnail at the end of the stream, and then use that to put in the shit. And yeah. So I don't know, man. I just know that I'm trying to find a more efficient way to put out more content without feeling like I'm doing more.
Right. No, I get what you're saying. Yeah, this is just the hard part, finding out what we have to do and then being able to minimize as much as we can, like getting all the good parts that we need to do and just getting the workflow gets easier and then faster, and then pretty soon it's going to be cake. I feel
like the audio from this is going to be the cleanest one audio wise. I definitely thought I had a fucking noise gate and shit on this shit, but since I be in different scenes, you got to realize that if you add a different source and you're saying you're not adding it as the same source, then when you change shit to it, it's different. So I be thinking a microphone is basically, because I know I got a damn gate and all that shit on my streaming shit. So I'm just thinking automatic. But I was looking at it today. I was like, oh, fuck, this shit ain't even out here. No wonder. Like, you know what I mean? I'm like, damn. So, yeah, man.
Little at a time. Yeah, little at a time.
You're chipping away at it. It's a beautiful sculpture. You can't, that's why I like using sculpture, because you can't, no matter how fast you work, you can't fucking just rush the sculpture. The sculpture still got to go through the process.
True. And if you make a mistake, there's no going back. So you might as well take your time. Damn, on that note, we do this shit every week. And we appreciate you guys listening. What episode is this? 9?
9.
Episode 9 of the Producer Thoughts podcast. I'm NappooBeats. Thank you very much for tuning in and just sitting here with us, talking about our journey through this. So it's gonna happen. It'll happen for you. It's gonna happen for us. It's gonna happen to your friends.
For real.
Appreciate you.
And my name Boris the Beast. Boris the motherfucking Beast. And yeah, I'm just here to fucking remind you that you're fucking dope and that you can make it from the lowest that you ever felt in your life. Because I'm here as a witness. I can tell you, I came back motherfucking journey with a conquest, and I got fucking knowledge to share. And it's dope because my homie right here, motherfucking Nappoo, tells me how essential I have been in helping drive his own creativity. His own creativity.
Where you at? Are you here or are you over
Oh,
here?
hold on. Boom.
Right there?
The other way. Go the other way. Wow. There it is. Yeah, nah, for real.
Digital slap.
Digital nooks. I challenge you to a bill. But nah, dude, I really appreciate you, man. Just like you said, like the shit is difficult. It's hard, but it's not difficult. It's hard to say, hey, I'm gonna be consistent at this thing, but it's not difficult to get on stream and just talk to the homie about what the fuck we doing and how we're gonna do it and shit we learned along doing it. You know?
It's difficult for that first step. Perceivably. It's perceivably difficult to take that first step, but it really isn't. You just got to go in, just keep walking. Yeah. All right, y'all. See y'all next week.
Gems on gems, because we put the gem in Gemini.
Gemini. Gems.